really hope I timed that right this time, because every single time it cuts off. But welcome to this episode of Journey Through Miro. I am here with my token boys, who will now introduce themselves.
I am the Captain Calvinist. You can find me on most social media platforms as Captain Calvinist or the Captain Calvinist of Swords. I currently run the Tales of Aesir D&D podcast, which is coming to a close on its prologue, and soon we'll be actually starting Act 1 of the series soon. That being said, I also run the Reformed Roundtable podcast, where me and my co-host Deljutsu, who's right down there below Steven, talk about faith, talk about religion. And because we're getting close to October, we're going to be having some fun little games and fun little stuff for what will be the 2 months of Reformation.
Yeah. I'm Stephen the Stole. You can find me at .StephenStole on TikTok. I also have a podcast, Most Excellent Theophilus. You can find it on Spotify with Celtic cross, white background, Greek on either side of the... Anyways, we talk about theologics? Nope. Theology and apologetics. Trying to mash those two together. Branding. I also play here where I've already... That was an attempt. And I also run my own D&D podcast, The Tomes of Time, which now has episodes on YouTube. And after a schedule shuffle, we will be back with that next Saturday. Not this week's Saturday, the Saturday after.
I am Dale Jitsu. As has been noted, I am on the other D&D stream with these four, as well as Dennis's Reformed podcast. And in this particular show, however, which is obviously the most important, which is why we're here today, I play the role of Isaiah Yeager, the apparently perceived leader of the group, for good reason.
And I am the Black Doctor, also known as Jeremiah. Well, swit that, reverse it. I'm Jeremiah. I'm also known as the Black Doctor. You can follow me on my TikTok, which is Black Doctor 21, my YouTube, which is the Black Doctor. I also am a co-host on the Men of the Way podcast on YouTube, and I also frequent other podcasts when they invite me. I'm also known as Balgroth the Dark. To be honest, basically the dad of the group now. So we're gonna have some fun here.
Will you be my father?
I'm not your father.
Last time our adventure took our glorified magicians out of childhood and once again through the hardships of young adulthood. During the night, as Yip Yap practiced some new spells learned, the Cobalt found himself downstairs just as Samara had snuck in to bestow a gift to him. A mask that allows him to more easily sneak around and even become invisible. As morning came, the party was given their curses, along with the young prince, who was left blind at daybreak. Luckily, the party was able to gain some trust as to help the young man. During breakfast, the party started to discuss how they were to begin traveling through Glenfell in order to bring the prince home. After a brief conversation trying to convince Kano that hitting children is wrong, Apostle offers to acquire a cart for the party. While he does that, the party speaks with some patrons of the tavern. Balgroth goes over to Legavin, the town blacksmith and carpenter, and strikes a conversation for new armor. That conversation ends with Yip Yap receiving a promise for new armor, along with some prototype armor he should gain before they leave town. To the party's delight, a little Eli comes running into the tavern not long after that, asking them if they had a group name so he could tell his parents about them in his letters. After much debate, the party settles on the Hands of Vengeance. Apostle reappears after Eli takes his leave and asks to speak with Isaiah. After some conversation, Apostle gives Isaiah a seemingly magical compass that should point them in the right direction. Balgroth also has another conversation, but with Yuka, as she eats with her wife. Yuka, also feeling generous this day and wanting to see them off, gives Balgroth a necklace which she once found great use for, but now believes he will have a better use for it. After some lock-picking lessons and magic displays, the party ends up speaking with a small group of goblins within the tavern. After some argument and a short squabble, the goblins vanish, leaving a tied-up prince Stolas. They all have a heartfelt conversation, ending just as their wagon arrives, with Noid manning the horses. And now the journey continues.
Hello, Noid.
Hello, you four.
What
Nice
uh,
to see you again.
what brings you back to this land of the existing?
Well, I was only away on a short trip. Although I do understand you four went by my home sometime.
Sorry.
Something
Yes.
bad's going on there.
I don't apologize.
I understand if you needed some guidance, but my door was clearly locked, and I, I, I will forgive you this once because you didn't take anything. She looks at Kano for a second, and then kind of tugs on her hood further down her face. You didn't take anything of importance, but Apostle has asked me to
Well,
gift you for this wagon so you can take the young prince home. And this is also a very um, excellent timing, as well, I was gone because I was investigating some lead on Para. It seems her little signature move has been seen in the kingdom of Miro up north, and I will need you for to go there after you are done delivering the prince home.
So let me get this straight. You leave us here to try to find clues. We find nothing but a child that we have to take home. And then now you send us on another quest.
This is technically your first quest that I've sent you on. We had a deal. I mean, you can back out of it if you like, but I would appreciate the help, as I don't wish for Para to wreak any more havoc than she already has.
Hunt the witch. Hunt the witch.
Yes.
yes. Yes, of course. Well, we'll
The tiny man has spoken then.
Now, this is my wagon. I would appreciate if you take good care of it. It shouldn't break easily. I've had it reinforced. And okay, so it is like a canopy wagon. It's pretty big. Like it looks like it's meant to seat up to at least 6 people, so it should be enough leg room for the 5 of you, counting the prince.
does it look like it'll be able to comfortably fit my egg and octopus?
Yes, there's like a storage crate that's like hooked to the back of it.
Lovely.
Right. You four are welcome to put away your things in the chest. Kano, can I have
Yes.
my key back?
Key?
Yes. The key that you had Yip Yap take from my garden? Please.
Yip Yap still has it. I don't have it.
Here you go. Sorry.
Thank you.
You have pretty flowers.
Thank you. I planted them myself.
Ooh, the best kind.
I would appreciate if you, for next time I happen to not be home, please do not steal anything.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I have to talk with Apostle for a little while, so you four are welcome to, like I said, put away your things. And she hops off and walks past you for her cloak once again completely covering her form and face as she walks into the tavern to speak with Apostle.
Well, let's get ready, shall we? And I begin to put my effects into the cart.
I begin to put my things in there, as well as I look to the rest of us. Now, don't touch anything.
It's kind of hard to do.
Also, Yip Yap, don't set anything on fire, just in case anything happens. 'Cause I know you.
When have I set one thing on fire?
All I need is one.
Okay. Oh. Yip Yap, having no things. Gets
You
on
have
the
things.
He's just a po'
He
boy.
just sits in the cart waiting,
Actually, wait, no.
twiddling his thumbs.
Yip Yap runs in and finds Apostles like, can I have the weighted blanket, please?
Apostle, who was like in mid conversation, in a hushed conversation with Noid, quickly looks up and looks to you and says, yeah, yes. He reaches under the bar and gives you the weighted blanket. It's been cleaned and folded and it's yours. There you go.
Oh! He runs off.
And Kana, what are you putting away?
Kana's gonna take his explorer's pack and he's just gonna put it in the back, and he's gonna make sure that he removes his dragon chess set from the bag and take it with him, and of course his flute. He's still armed. He's just putting those things away.
Yes, cool. As you are all putting your things away, both Legavin and
Oh, that's her that's paused.
She's frozen to you guys, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You-
She froze.
We can
Am I
see you
back?
now.
He's
Payday.
unfrozen.
There you go. You're
Oh,
back.
they let you out of the gulag.
finally, Legavin and Yuka show up, and Legavin is holding. Well, they're both holding like small boxes. Legavin has like a crate, and he like hands it to Yip Yap. Here, the prototype armor I was talking about, little dude.
Yeah! Thank you!
Yeah. Radical. Bye. he walks off, kind of giving a whatever to Balcroft.
Does it seem like Yip Yap will have time to don this before we leave?
It is basically studded leather armor, but I'm going to give you a little thing that you have to keep in mind later, because it is still prototype armor. But you can just put it in your Roll20 as studded leather armor.
Okay.
And Yuka also kind of walks up to Balgroth and Yip Yap, holding a small, like, vial. This is the health potion I was asked to make.
Right. Yes. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So, Yip Yap, do
Yeah.
you want to hold it or should I hold it?
I'll take it. Thank you.
Alrighty then. Just don't drop it.
Okay. I promise.
And then she makes her way, kind of waving. So who's gonna man the horses?
Mm,
Probably someone with actually levels in animal handling. I have 0.
Kana's gonna put his hand up. I can ride and guide horses.
Make an animal handling check.
They're not big chickens, so he's not afraid.
I know
That
how
is
to
true, they're
drive
not
a
chickens.
cart.
Imagine if they were
Okay.
just like
So-
oxen size.
Tell
Wow.
me, easily
Okay,
enough,
then.
you sit in the like driver's seat of the wagon, and there are 2 horses. They are both kind of gray. One is spotted and one is not. But you would recognize them to be horses from Samara's farm.
Hmm.
And they react just kind of like bored, like they want to start moving as much as you all do, I'm
All
sure.
right, you guys ready?
I'm
Yeah,
ready.
sure.
Yip yip.
Yip Yap gets in with the donned armor.
I get in and sits beside the prince.
I'd like to think for Yip Yap, it's last second. Like he took the time putting on his armor.
Right.
Oh, crap!
Aw. And yes, the prince is just kind of sitting very quietly next to Balgroth, who he has deemed his father figure for the time being.
I am now
because
dead.
of that 22 persuasion.
You see, this is why I dumped everything into that stat.
Yip Yip looks at the seat beside Balgroth.
You are now a better father than this kid's father.
Can Yip Yip sit on the other side of Balgroth from where Solus is sitting?
Of course, yeah.
Sure.
So the way that it's set up, there's basically like 2 cushioned benches on either side. Each bench can sit up to 3 people. So yes.
Yip Yip just sits there and pulls out his weighted blanket, just puts it over.
So Isaiah has a whole bench to himself while Kano drives.
Yeah, he just lays down and sleeps.
Yes.
Honestly, bet.
I write in my book, leader things.
Yes. So, you don't gotta put your tokens down or anything. This is just flavor viewing for now. So, y'all leave town. As you leave, you see Apostle kind of waving from you from the porch of the tavern. You can just barely make out Token on his shoulder. Various people who you've come to kind of know, who have come to know you, see you off with varying levels of like caring. And as you leave, you see Eli in Samara's farm, up on a horse, waving to y'all very excitedly.
When Yip Yip waved, because he's been waving out the window to all these people. When it's Eli, my pseudo dragon also pokes out from under the hood and gives kind of a ear to ear grin at the boy.
Yeah.
And Yip Yip probably starts waving so frantically it starts tinking on Balgroth's armor because he's waving so wildly.
He's waving his entire body.
You find out that
He's like Sokka on Cactus Juice.
some of the studs can actually clack together if I wave.
Hear the tink, tink, tink.
So
So-
Kano is just kind of gonna, kind of blushing at his face. He's just gonna kind of pull his wick hat down a bit so it's covering his eyes.
Oh, you don't like the attention?
He's just gonna kind of
Miladies.
like.
The tiefling farm.
God,
And
don't call it tiefling farm.
He's gonna. Is Samara there?
Yeah, she's like making sure Eli doesn't fall off the horse.
Mhm.
So, Kano is just gonna quickly look at Samara before fully putting his hat down.
Go for nosebleed.
Milady. And then I tip my hat.
So yes,
I'm
you
gonna
ride
look
for.
at Samara as we leave and go,
No, you should do like a. So as y'all leave town, you start like going into the forest, and you pass by a couple trees, and some flogants kind of fly inside because it's an open air wagon. They fly inside the wagon and kind of flutter around before landing around Isaiah. There's like 3 of them.
of course.
And so for a few minutes, you all ride in like a very comfortable silence as the horses lead the wagon through the dense trees surrounding Retcher. And as if stepping through a mirror, the horses' bodies begin to ripple and shiver, but their gait doesn't falter in any way. Flames gather up around their hooves as their legs grow and split apart from each other. So in addition to their 4 typical legs, they each now have 4 extra skeletal legs. They start to run down the path, the soft passing of deep green trees now becoming a swirling blur of all the colors that make up the forest. And as they run, their skin grows taut, stretching over their skulls and revealing 3 sets of fangs among their many teeth. Tails and manes become pure shadow, flickering around like fire, but setting nothing ablaze. Whereas the fire around their hooves begins to die down as they begin to slow down, stopping at a fork in the path. 2 roads diverged in front of you. The horses look back for direction, their sunken eyes appearing much more intelligent than before.
Kano's just gonna kind of like, Isaiah, do you know what's going on here?
You don't feel it.
Looks like some sort of transmutation. I imagine this is either some sort of true form or transformed form. Perhaps this lets them enter and exit Retcher.
Yeah. Prognosis.
Sorry, what?
Prognosis.
Prognosis.
Prognosis, yes. Yip Yap, prognosis.
Analysis.
What does Yip Yap
Philosophy
know about these?
analysis.
What does Yip Yap know about these things? What do I roll anything?
No, they're just so. As far as any of y'all can tell, given what you know about these horses and that they are from Samara's farm, you could come to the conclusion that they are not regular horses. And yeah, Isaiah, you'd be able to tell that these, what's in front of you right now, are not any illusioned form. As far as you can tell, these are the true forms of these animals.
What? Demon horses is my
Prognosis.
Prognosis.
Abundance of evidence.
my pug champsons? I don't.
Decision. Conclusion. What? Anyway, at least now we know we're not in retro anymore, right? So
So
where do we
it would
go?
Forward.
Well, there's a path. It splits
There's-
off left or right.
Two roads diverged
So I'm gonna
in
look-
a wood.
Are we headed? So, where are we wanting to head? We're heading east, right?
You're heading to the kingdom of Kincardine.
Okay.
In the wagon, there are like various just kind of trinkets and stuff, but there are maps as well that you can look at to kind of figure out
Okay.
exactly
Can I look
where.
at a map?
One, you need to figure out where you are.
Yeah,
So
that's why I
to
need the
get-
map.
Yes.
That's why I
so
need the map.
Excuse
since
me,
you're on the outside of the wagon, you can't just reach in and get it. You are technically outside.
are you trying to find where to go?
I need a map.
We don't need a map.
Magic
Yes.
Man map.
Give me a map.
Do we? First, do we own a map? We don't, correct?
There are maps lying around, aren't there?
There are just various maps in the wagon, like rolled up.
Do any of them
Hold it up.
look like legitimate or like what we're looking for?
They are all hand drawn. From what you can assume, Noid made these maps herself while she was traveling.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to take out my compass
Mhm.
and to the kingdom of King Cardine.
So the compass, it spins around for a couple minutes before kind of settling on more to the left than the right.
That way.
All right, then we head that way.
So you lead the horses to the left. The mysteries of the right, forever forgotten to y'all, and and you start to they start to work their way up this like hill through the forest. The trees kind of like going sparser and sparser as you get higher and higher up this hill, until the hill begins to crest, and you find yourselves looking out over the entire country of Glenfill from this cliff view. The afternoon sun is casting down its bright rays along fields that are such a dark green you would think it's the middle of the night. Rivers cut through the tall grass plains, all converging into a lake, glistening like jewels. Animals can be seen drinking the shining water, some so small they are merely dots within your vision, the largest being a trio of otariums, their tails swinging over the canopies of nearby trees, as pillar-esque necks bend down to drink. Dancing through the sky, you can make out large serpent-like bodies drifting in and out behind clouds. You can see all the way out to the northern ocean, and to your left along the western coast, you can begin to make out the floating land bridge that connects Glenfill to Xanthvan. And past the lake sits Kincardine, almost blinding to look at from your vantage point with the sun glinting off of pure glass buildings. The farming villages that make up the rest of Azalea sit nestled around the handmade diamond of a city. Beyond that, cutting the horizon that meets the northern ocean, are the newly built walls of western Miro. And to your immediate right is a path that goes down the mountain.
We know where we are on the map yet? Are we there yet?
No, Yip Yap, we're not there yet.
I'm just taking in all this beauty. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Kano still has his wicker hat down.
Yeah.
Traveling samurai and all that, you know.
So from this point, Stolas kind of looks out and kind of half climbs over Balgroth, pointing out the city. That's home. It's right there.
Yep. And we're gonna get you there.
Mhm.
This
You
is
excited?
an abnormally short
Yes,
journey.
I'm very excited. I, oh, and his wings start to flutter as he almost like it looks like he's about to launch out of the wagon and start flying towards Kincardine.
I reach out for him just to hold him down a little bit. Whoa there, buddy. We want you to get there, but we want you to get there safely. We don't want you ending up lost like last time.
Right.
Now, how long has it been since you've gone from home?
I don't really remember. Um,
Hmm.
the last thing I remember before waking up in that battle with the whatever that was playing in the mazes around the castle. And I heard music, and then I was asleep, I guess.
Do you think you can tell us if you remember the year it is?
I'm 12. I was 12 when I was taken. I'm still 12.
Who's the president?
No, I guess let me rephrase that question.
I don't. There's not a formal calendar here.
Oh, why don't
It's
they
all
have?
seasonal.
It's all seasonal. How
Yeah.
many season? How? Oh, well.
What season was it when you were taken?
The cinnamon
Oh,
and
well, it was I believe it was just before the 30th cycle of spring because we were all getting ready to celebrate. And well, I don't really know what day it is now, actually.
Well, it is springtime right now, so it can't have been that long. We'll find out, though. I'm sure they've counted every day without you.
30th cycle of spring.
Yes.
What cycle of spring are we on right now? Out of character.
Oh well, I just sent it to Dale because his character would know. But out of character, it is currently the 46th cycle of spring.
It's 46th cycle now, so what's that, 2 weeks?
Oh, it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I didn't eat anything for 2 weeks.
Are you hungry? Or were you
No.
hungry?
Well, maybe I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should eat something.
You're
We got.
pretty strong for your size, champ.
Maybe.
Are you winning, son?
No need to patronize him, Balrog. You saw what happened in the fight. No, I'm just kidding. Well, what do you normally eat when you're home?
bananas.
Elderberries.
Well, we mostly eat fruits and what grows in the farms. We don't really eat meat, although my mom does eat meat. I don't. I don't really like the taste of it.
Oh, one of those.
It's delicious though. But okay. More for me.
Do
Interesting.
you have fruit?
Is there anything like in our travel? I'm drawing a blank on what stuff that we actually have in our travel packs.
I think it just has like meals in general. You can, I guess, decide if it's fruit or not.
Yeah, I take
I
take
have-
out one of my rations and it has like a small container of fruit in it.
I have chicken in mine. If you want to give that to him.
He doesn't.
He says he doesn't eat meat.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty tone deaf, Cobb.
I didn't. Sorry, I didn't hear that, guys. Like IRL, I didn't hear that.
It's all right.
I was about to say first he's slapping children, now he's feeding him meat. How dare you?
I should have a thing of potatoes in my bag. Go see if that'll help.
Yip Yap pulls out a pack of raisins that he stole from someone. Just hands them over.
Stolas takes the fruit from Balgroth and starts to eat it silently.
Hey, a kid needs his potatoes. Give the kid potatoes.
I don't want that. I just want fruit. I want something sweet.
Want some dry raw wine?
But there are sweet potatoes.
The kid is fine. We need to get him home.
We're on the way home.
You're still on the cliff.
Right. We should probably get
Well,
going.
then we're driving off the cliff then.
What? Hold on. I agree too.
All right, go.
And there's
Horses
the
got
run.
wings, you know.
There's
We're
the
driving.
run. We all die in the end.
Drive into the river, Bobo. Drive into the
It's
river.
actually a 500-foot drop.
Oh gosh.
Ah,
You can survive that.
Isaiah knows Featherfall, right? Right.
There's a path to your right.
But do I have enough for everyone?
I don't know, do you?
That's a good question.
I mean, if you cast it on the horses, the cart's connected to the horse.
That is not how the spell works, my good man.
That's
But-
not how any of this works.
But hey, you never know if you don't try.
No, I know how it works.
Oh yeah, Magic Man!
Yes.
Wait, what are we even talking about?
The kobold who's learning from the Magic Man is now questioning the Magic Man's abilities.
Yeah, that was a lot of characters, so Yip Yap just randomly was like, oh yeah, Magic Man!
You doubt my powers?
All right. So, Kano, do you lead the horses to the path?
Yes, I lead the horses to the path. I'm not gonna.
Okay. It's a relatively small path. It's clearly supposed to be more of a footpath than for a wagon, but the horses are able to traverse it just fine, although it is a very bumpy ride, unfortunately for you. And as you're riding down this mountain, it takes a while, some careful stepping, and just you have the general view to look at, so you're not bored or anything. And the more you go down, the more like the bushes and the trees and the foliage that was on top of the mountain starts to fade away into just tall grass, maybe some bushes here and there, separated with different rocks. And Yip Yap, make a perception check.
Oh no.
And on top of some of these rocks, you can see moss starting to grow, but as you pass by one particular set of moss, okay, I'll send you something in a second. Like you pass by a very large rock, it has a lot of moss on top of it. And as you go by it, the moss starts to like coagulate and start to form into like this like a Peeps bunny type deal. You know what I mean? Like those marshmallow bunnies, that's what it looks like. And it kind of stares at you with like two little pebble eyes before falling back onto the rock into a regular moss way.
What?
Well, that's
What was
new.
that?
Mine. And as you keep going, some creatures dart here and there throughout the grass and brush, chasing down, taking bugs from the air before disappearing back in the grass. And there are some like kind of small, short trees that have a strange type of fruit growing from the branches. And though you can't see the whole animal because of the tall grass, you can see the ears or some sort of ear-like appendage coming up from the grass, wrapping around the fruit and pulling it off the tree. And I need to send you that thing. On one of the rocks that you passed is Thieves' Cant, and it says that. Yeah.
I opened to the Miro chat.
Oh,
Demon
sorry.
thing. Never trust. Oh. Yip Yap brandishes a dagger at the weird wildlife.
Yip Yap, we don't hunt the wildlife yet. It doesn't look like good game.
I'm not hunting it. I'm just not trusting it like that rock says.
I love you, Yep.
The rock says not to trust it.
The rock says never trust beauty.
Y'all can see some like scratchings on the rock, but since none of y'all read Thieves' Cant, y'all can't make out what it says.
Yep, that looks like gibberish.
It's not gibberish. It's thieves' cant.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyone else can read that?
Well, am I aware that this is here, or are you just asking?
See
I
that
mean, you
rock
can
back
see
there?
the
That was
rock.
still- That
Yeah,
rock back
you can see the
What-
rock.
Would I reckon? Well,
Do you know thieves' cant?
I know comprehend languages. The spell.
Would that work? Does that work on thieves' cant?
Yes, it does.
Okay, then yeah, you can cast
It's
it.
a language. It's
And since you're going to be looking at it, there's actually more to it.
I mean, I don't know. Is thieves' cant like a language or a code?
I think of it as hieroglyphic, so it would technically be it would be a pictographic language.
Yeah, sort of like Egyptian, I guess.
So the thing is, code is technically written language, so it would work on it.
So
Alright.
if you would be able to understand a form of sign language with comprehend languages, you should be able to understand thieves' cant.
That'd be awesome.
All right. So then I'm gonna touch it and begin to read it.
Okay. So you actually see some more stuff on it that I'm typing now. Just give me a second.
Wait, am I reading this because Yip Yap won't tell us, or because he can't read?
It's because he didn't really pick it up as y'all were passing. But I mean, if y'all are like, if you have stopped the cart to examine this freaking rock,
Yeah,
then I'll
yeah.
send this
I
to
mean,
Stephen.
since Yip Yap actually noticing something important is shocking to the rest of the group. We stop and go back and see.
There, and I'll copy this and send it
Yeah,
to
you know
him,
that stuff
so-
you have chicken scratched into the ground a few episodes ago?
Well, that is true.
What the letter in his chest pocket is written in?
There.
Chalk on his desk.
For the both of you, that's the whole, like, it's, like, in different places. It's not all in one place on the rock. It's, like, on different places, carved by different things at different times.
Oh. That first one's the story of my life.
They say, lonely days ahead, never trust beauty, demon girl with ethereal tongue.
I think that's a song.
Hey, yo.
Or it sounds like someone found a prostitute. I don't know.
Whoa! What does that mean? That's a big word.
You'll learn when you're older. Now let's get moving.
How about all the
I'm not gonna say that. Actually, no, I should not say that. It's true, but it is not kind.
Also, Yip Yap is of age.
Balgruff mutters to himself, when has that ever been a problem for him?
Also, don't let his intelligence score fool you. Yip Yap is of age.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, totally.
can I? If he's gonna say that under his breath, can I like roll to hear that?
To hear what?
No, I
Balgruff
mumbled
said.
under my breath. You know, when has kindness ever been a priority for him?
For who? Me?
No, for Kato.
Oh, okay.
I mean, only to dead people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Point taken.
Yeah. Pardon me. I was doing something.
Demon lady with an ethereal tongue.
As y'all have
my
brought
old PFP.
as y'all have brought this tavern to a halt to examine the rock of messages, the horses start to get a little skittish and start like kind of trampling the tall grass a little bit as you can see rustling coming from one of the trees towards the cart. Prince Stolas notices this and starts to like move back into the cart, just kind of going, "Oh God, oh no, oh no, oh no."
Hey, what's wrong?
Kana's gonna put his hand on his sword.
Well, they're not bad, but I don't like them.
What are they?
Surprise. What are they?
Cullises. And as he says that, you see two lilac-colored animals hop up onto the rock. They're about the size of Yip Yap, but their ears alone are the same size as their bodies. And you can recognize by the ears that these are the same creatures that are like surrounding those trees and getting the food from them. They only have like hind legs and short, flat tails that they're using to like keep themselves upright on the rock as they kind of examine you four with large but pure black eyes, just kind of animalistically blinking at you as their tiny noses twitch as they sniff you.
Yip Yap ready in action. If they leap for the prince, he will attack them.
Well, isn't this thing cute?
He's just gonna put his hands on his daggers under. I need to send y'all the Hero Forge pic. He has like the one cut off, like the street mage outfit.
Are y'all still in the cart?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, there are two of them. They're on top of the rock, just kind of looking at you for.
Valgroth slowly but carefully lays a hand on his spear, readying in action just in case.
Okay.
I'm
Don't touch the child!
I'm gonna pet mine.
Yours? Okay.
There's one coming up to me, isn't it?
No, there's two of them on the rock looking at you. For.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna walk up to it. You know, hand's still on my sword.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to it.
So you hop off the wagon. The grass comes up to like mid torso on you.
Gosh, Yip Yap would drown.
Exactly. And it's like very soft grass. But yeah, you go up to the rock. The rock is above you by like 2 feet, so they're looking down at you, both of them, as you get closer, and they're just kind of chittering at you. They don't look scared or anything. They just look interested.
Curious.
Hey there, little guy. I'm gonna kind of like put my hand. I'm gonna kind of like motion my hand to them a bit. I don't like the sound of that.
Oh no, I just dropped it. Just playing with my dice.
Oh, okay.
But actually, could you make a perception check, Kano?
Perception, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I can see
Y'all have been
this
doing
might not be a good
so
idea. Oh!
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you don't see it right away, but you can feel there is another one of these creatures behind you, and its ear thing is trying to wrap around your like. Don't you wear like a waist bag or something?
Yeah.
It's trying to grab at that.
You have
I'm
it.
just gonna grab. I'm gonna grab my way. I'm gonna grab my bag and just like pull it close to me. Hey, no stealing. No stealing.
It kind of like hisses up at you.
That was rude.
And then skitters away as the other two start to like more loudly like chitter and they don't hiss at you, but they just kind of like hop closer from the rock as if they're about to jump on you.
Come on, you guys. I'm not.
Oh no, let's get the cart moving along.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Balgroth and Isaiah make a perception check.
Okay.
So, Isaiah, you don't notice, probably because you have your nose in your book, but Balgroth, you can tell one of these creatures, one of these culses, are trying to get in the wagon from the back.
I poke at it with the butt of my spear. No.
Wait, Yip Yap was watching the cart. If one was going for if Yip Yap thought that one was going for Stoles, he was going to attack it.
Are you at the front of the cart or the back?
I'm assuming he'd be with Isaiah, which I think we went out. In my headspace, we went out the back, like the rock was behind us.
Well, Kano left. Kano was in the front.
Yeah, Kano's in the front. We're probably in the back.
And the weird creature's trying to get into the front of the back.
The back.
The back. So
it's like hopping over the trunk to get inside of the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Does Yip Yap perceive this as it going for Stolas?
Not yet. It's kind of sitting on the trunk, kind of like going back and forth on its hind legs as it
Okay.
looks.
He is going to hurriedly move and kind of climb up the cart to get in between the two, between the creature and Stolas. Like, no, no.
The Kulsa kind of hisses at you and like leans down, using its tail to keep its like body steady, as
I
its
hiss-
ears kind of curl down to point at you, and
I
its
hiss-
mouth peels back to reveal a lot of sharp teeth.
I hiss back.
Stolas is now like Stolas is just trying. He's up against the wall of the wagon, just like the wall that separates you from Kano outside, basically, and he
Wait, can I
presses
try
up
to
against it.
Can I try to intimidate it? I want to like pull my dagger, then pull my hood just back enough to fully show my face with scarring, and just
Do
hiss
it.
out.
Do intimidation.
It's a very think of like your normal kind of draconic hiss sound, or like a what's the animal? I know the exact sound. Where's intimidation? There it is.
Nice.
Yeah, it's an animal, so easily enough. It kind of like its ears go backwards, and it starts to like lower itself down more, kind of making a sort of whimpering sound before it like pads around on the chest. It doesn't hop off of the chest, but it's not like trying to intimidate any of you anymore.
Yeah, basically you got to make like one of the Jurassic Park hissing creature noises.
Kano, get us out of here.
I'm on it. I am on it.
I guess I'll try to shoo it off.
Yeah, so as I guess you start to get the wagon going again, the horses they go, but the thing on the trunk, it stays there.
Yip Yap's just gonna stare at it.
I start poking at it again.
Hey, leave it alone. I think I will call it Marv.
You're not in the wagon.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can
No,
see what's happening.
So
No,
okay,
I
it's
can't.
Is
fine.
this
The
thing
way I
magical?
kind of imagine.
He has a
Okay.
rear view mirror.
Yeah, the way I'm imagining the wagon is that there is a wall technically between the inside and where Kano is sitting, but there is like a window that he can
Mhm.
talk through to your guys.
So it's sort of like at first I was thinking stagecoach, but now I'm realizing a wagon.
It's like an Oregon Trail looking wagon.
Okay. Yeah, kind of stoked.
So as you like poke at it, Balgroth, it kind of like thumps one of its feet and hops into the wagon and starts to like sniff around the stuff that's on the floor.
Yip Yap is watching it tentatively.
I don't think that's actually that intimidating it is actually going to work. So I end up putting away my spear, and then taking out some rations and just laying it out on the ground.
It stares at the food for a second and kind of sniffs it, but doesn't take any of it. And all the while, Stolas is once again pressed up against the wall, muttering to himself.
Stolas, why don't you like these creatures?
Because if you get on their bad side, they steal. And it's not fun trying to get it back.
What
Steal
stages
what?
Not if you steal their life first.
What's going on back there?
One of them's in
Please.
the cart.
Please get it out of the cart before it takes something.
Did he look
I like
kind of
taking a quarterstaff and poke it out.
Now that it's inside the wagon, you can't just like push it off an edge or anything. There's
You have
like
to pick it up and
a
carry it.
half wall. Yeah, you have to like throw it over the half wall that like keeps the back closed.
I move back to protect Stolas, and I motion for Isaiah to see if you can get rid of it. Get rid of this guy. I need to take care of this kid.
All right, I'd like to see if I can pick this thing up gently.
Okay, do an animal handling, please.
Is he good at animal handling?
I don't know. Let's see.
Do they kind of look like rabbits without arms? That's what the
So Isaiah, as you go to try and corral this animal, it sees your hands coming at it, and the same thing it did to Yip Yap. Its ears point at you, and it hisses, and it fully bites your hand
Whoa!
with serrated teeth.
Ouch.
And when the teeth leave your hand, take 2 points of damage, by the way.
Oh.
As the teeth leave your hand, along with the blood that's coming out, there's a purple liquid as well.
It might be a magic missile kind of day, fellas.
What did we say about damaging this cart?
I love the smell of Arcana in the morning.
I'd like to boot
yeah.
this sucker out of the cart.
Roll to hit.
No, hold on. I'm gonna be the bigger creature here, even though I'm clearly poisoned.
You're not poisoned.
I'm just gonna look at
No.
right, dead in the face. Let's see. These things don't speak, so I couldn't even do comprehend languages to it.
Well, yeah, that only works one way, right?
So I'm gonna look it dead in the eyes, and I'm gonna crouch down so we're roughly level. Listen here, you will behave yourself, or I will boot you off of this coach without a second thought.
I'm assuming a 12 doesn't hit, right?
No.
Okay. It tries to bite at your nose, but I guess you pull back in time.
I would like to cast.
Wait.
Fireball!
Before you blow up the back, put the thing
Here.
with me.
Why are you thinking I'm going to endanger the cart? I am the most precise out of any of you with my attacks.
Sure, Mr. Magic Missile. Okay, here's a better before we try anything. How about you sit by the kid and I try to get it out?
Thing is, I think it could be useful to keep around if we can train it.
We first have to see whether or not we can touch the bloody thing, let alone train it. Let's try that first.
Do I know what these things eat?
They eat, as far as you know, the fruit that's growing on the trees outside, because they did not touch any of the fruit Balgroth offered it.
Right.
Can I reach out and pick some off the trees?
You can. So the cart is passing by them pretty closely. You can try to reach out and grab it, but as you tug, it just will not come loose.
Do I get pulled out of the cart?
Depends on if you let go in time. 3,
No, I'm
2, 1. You
Let go, you fool!
You gotta see
No!
got pulled out of the cart.
Fly, you fool!
And it's still moving.
Am I just hanging on this?
I mean, it's close enough to the ground where you can let go and just kind of land on your feet.
No, I'm pulling it until it comes out.
And yes, you're hanging, basically.
Take a knife and cut it out.
Kano, stop the cart!
I'm stopping the cart. Oh my! By all means, I'm gonna turn around and look at the back to see what's happening.
Yeah,
let me explain.
I just look back at Kano just shrugging I thought he was supposed to be the responsible one.
So,
Meanwhile,
I want to explain what the fruit looks like, for one, and then, Steven, you can say what you were going to say. The fruit, it looks like a bunch of grapes, right? But the way that the stems have grown, they've created a cage around themselves made out of their own stems. And as you're pulling on it, hanging from it, it's not coming loose. The branch is barely even bending on this tree.
Wait, so there's stems that surround the actual fruit or branches that surround the actual fruit?
It's their own stems growing around it like a cage.
you're
All right, I'm
holding.
gonna take out my dagger and start cutting this thing free.
So yeah, I was just adding to the description of what Kano sees alongside what Doc had to say. It's just Yip Yap is just perched on the back part with just his hands on his daggers. I'd like to note so he's taken the weighted blanket and also has it around himself like a poncho.
Yeah.
I'll
So Isaiah, you said you were cutting it with what?
A dagger?
It's not cutting through this branch at all. And as you look around, you can see the ears of more of these creatures are easily just reaching up and plucking it from the trees.
So they're able to pluck it, no problem. But I'm having serious issues. Are they doing it an opposite direction from me?
So from what you can tell is their ears are fully like wrapping around the fruit and it just comes loose from the tree.
Can I try to cut my hand all the way around the fruit?
It doesn't work.
Let it go.
Let it go.
This won't
let
do.
It go. Can't hold it back anymore.
So are you still hanging?
Yes!
Oh my
I'm
god.
not losing to a fruit.
I'm still just almost holding the kid, making sure that he's okay.
So I'm gonna go
This
up to the animal.
is still in the cart.
Mhm.
I'm getting out, and I'm gonna go up to the animal that's back here,
Yeah, in the cart, yes.
and I'm gonna look at it and say, "Come here, little guy."
Do an animal handling check.
Okay.
We would be on to the next. Why are we messing with the fauna and the
Because
flora?
y'all get distracted so easily.
No, I'm the token
Bro,
ADHD.
It's not even a
bro,
that one. What
It's
is
not a
that?
personality trait.
bro.
We're messing
No, dude. What the?
and the
Can I
fauna.
commission a reroll?
No.
Uh,
So as you try to like lead this animal outside of the cart, it hisses at you, and then it goes to bite at you. That doesn't hit. So you pull your hand away fast enough before the serrated
Okay,
teeth.
I'm not
can
giving.
land
I'm not
into your
getting.
hand.
I'm not giving up. I'm just gonna. Hey, calm down, little guy. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to hurt you. And I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and once again go to pick this up.
Another animal handling. Oh no,
yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I would like to.
that doesn't hit.
So how?
I'm not giving up. By the way,
Okay,
I'm gonna
Isaiah,
keep doing
what
this.
do you do?
Isaiah, what are you doing?
So the bunnies are just wrapping their ears around it, and it just comes off.
Yes,
Can I try wrapping my cloak around it?
doesn't work.
Isaiah, just cut it off.
I can't cut it off. I can't take it off.
Let it be.
Get off! I can't.
Like,
You're
so my
just
dagger's
hanging-
not doing anything to it.
No, how good is your arm strength?
That's some pretty good strength, my guy.
I mean, do you want me to like
should have rolled a strength check.
pull hard, arm
Some-
bar this thing to get it off?
Sometimes a chair is just a chair.
Ugh.
There's got to be some trick to this. Are these magical? These fruits?
This is
No.
Balgroth just getting frustrated. Here, this is taking too long, and out of desperation, he tries to take care of the animal.
What happened?
All right.
A 7 doesn't. It tries to bite you.
Can
Okay,
maybe
Isaiah.
can't take this fruit off.
Isaiah,
Can I
make a perception check. Please, God, just make a perception
Please.
check. Jesus Christ. Okay, as you watch more
Oh.
closely at what the other calluses are doing, their ear is fully wrapping around it, and right as it kind of breaks off, you see that same kind of purplish goo that's on your hand from where the other one bit you.
Do I put the goo on the fruit?
There's not enough to put on.
You ever play Medal of Honor, Dale?
Just let go of the fruit. It's not that big of a deal. God,
You know,
I knew this would distract y'all,
I'm
but I
not
didn't think you'd be this
losing.
into it.
The fruit.
I'm just sitting here, bro.
Why would you put
I'm
fruit
trying my
here
best.
that's impossible to get
It's
that
not
we need to feed to the bunnies that are invading our cart?
God.
This is game design.
Ugh, this door
Challenge.
seems locked. Ugh,
It's-
this door seems locked.
the
Ugh,
makeup
this
of
door
the
seems locked.
branch.
The makeup of the branch?
Okay,
So clearly I want to cut near the top or something.
no.
Dale,
From what?
Just
No,
stop.
shut up, shut up. What you can deduce from watching the calluses is that there is some sort of secretion that they
Yes.
can put out of their ears and their mouths that is able to melt the branch that is holding the fruit up. You currently do not have enough on your hand to melt through the branch.
I'm gonna go get that bunny.
Okay, thank God you're letting go of it. You're
Animal,
like a
animal.
foot off the ground the entire time. Roll an animal handling.
But
I
does
want to grab it with
animal,
my mage hand.
but does animal poison melt steel beams?
Is it more than 10? How much can Mage hand? 10 pounds?
10 pounds. Is this a 10-pound bunny?
It's the same size as Yip Yap.
It's a
Oh,
hefty boy.
oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
No, I was picturing like.
I said they were the same size as Yip Yap.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, all right. Then I'll try this animal handling.
I mean, Yip Yap only weighs.
You see, we're each getting better. We're getting better.
Guys,
So-
Yip Yap only weighs 32 pounds.
So you go to like, I guess you're climbing back into the wagon, and
Yeah.
this callus has just been like, kind of, it's just staged up in the middle of the.
I
wagon,
want
sniffing through
advantage
stuff.
from my familiar as it tries to calm the callus.
Okay. It more distracts it than calms it down, but you're able to grab one of its ears, and it kind of hisses at you.
All right. I want to just take it to one of the fruits.
You're just dragging it by its ear.
No, I'm picking it up.
Oh, well then it's gonna try and bite you. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
It it bites your arm, and you take another 2 points of damage.
I take it over to the fruit that I was unable to get, and I like sort of Simba it towards it.
Its ear kind of naturally goes up to the fruit, wraps around it, and it manages the goo from its ear manages to dissolve the branch, and the fruit falls down to the ground where it tries to grab it.
I will
But
allow
you're
it to
holding it
grab
up. Okay.
Now drop it and let's go. Is your curiosity sated,
And then I
man?
want to take it back in the cart with me.
Ah!
This thing is basically rabid, and you're just holding it.
Dude,
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Take
Isaiah,
another 2 points.
put
Drop
the
it!
creature down.
I cast next scene.
What the hell?
All right. I want to use it to get one more fruit so I can take the fruit.
So
And then
you
I'll-
give it the fruit that fell from the tree.
I know what I want to copy. I wanna
Okay,
know what
but the first one you got, did you give that to
Yes,
it?
I
Right.
did. Yeah.
Okay, then forget about that last 2 pieces of damage. It's calmed down,
Yeah.
and you're able to maneuver its ear up to grab another bundle of these grape-like fruit. And then I guess do you drop it, or do you bring it back into the wagon?
I guess I'll have I'll mage hand it so that it's not like a temptation for this thing, and I'll drop the rabbit.
Oh, a see-through hand won't make a temptation for it. Gotcha.
It's not see through.
I believe
It's
it's
yours.
Yeah,
Alright.
since it has its fruit, it bounces off on its hind legs, and you're able to get back in the cart with your bundle of grape-like things.
I want to study these as we continue to travel. I will allow the scene to move on now.
It's
Let it be known, I was not vanquished by fruit.
I lay my hand on the lad's shoulder. If you say anything about this, it's his fault.
I'm just happy they didn't take anything. It bit you, didn't it?
Yes.
It took something. It took his
Twice.
life.
Are you okay? Its teeth are serrated.
I'll be
Okay.
He'll be fine.
You
I'm
guys
the one.
are really weird.
fine. Young prince, I offer him one of the grape-like fruits.
Oh, thank you. These are
You're
actually
very
really good. He eats it. Yeah, he eats it.
Alright,
He
watch
looks
this.
fine.
Lovely. Not that
Why?
I'm using it as a guinea
Balgrog
pig or
reads
anything,
society.
but yeah, I'm gonna study these fruit as we travel. I want to know what the heck is up with them.
You wanted a guinea pig and you didn't give it to Yip Yap. The one who would not cause a
Oh, by
beheading.
the way, you had 10 of these. You now have 9. Because
I
you
didn't
gave
want
it
a
to
guinea pig. I didn't want a guinea pig. That was just a happy accident.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Those little accidents.
The real happy accident that he didn't die.
Now let's get on the move.
Okay.
Balgrot says, slightly annoyed as he begins to study the necklace that he was given.
Kano is silently dying as he sits there. in the front driving the dang cart.
Guess I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me.
Um.
Days like this,
So-
I wish I had some company.
Yes.
Moving right along.
So it's that whole debacle took a while. Oh, man. And the sun is now setting over the fields as you continue on. And you can stop for camp, or you can keep going through the night.
Probably stop for camp.
Are we close? How close are we? Are we like halfway there?
From where you are now, you can just. It still looks like a good day or two's travel from the speck that is the city in the distance.
Okay, that influences my decision.
Alrighty then. That's a rest then.
Yep. Nappy time.
Yeah. Who's taking first watch?
Kano will.
Okay.
As he yawns.
Kano, as you take your first watch, one of these Calluses comes up to you in the wagon and kind of hops up.
What was that? Can you say that again? Can you say? I didn't hear you. Can you say that again?
Hold on, I was out of it. Anyway, what did you not hear? What was the last thing you heard?
I heard Kano, and then it stopped for me.
So, as you take your first watch, one of these Calluses comes up to you and hops onto the back of one of the horses and just kind of stares at you.
Oh, hey there, little guy. How you doing? I kind of reach out to pet it.
It lowers its head so you can pet it, and it kind of hops next to you onto your like wagon chair thing.
Oh, aren't you a nice little fella?
Make a perception check. You notice another one on the opposite side. It's trying to take your pouch.
No, shoot. Shoot. No stealing. No stealing.
It kind of like whines at you and then hops away, leaving you alone.
What is in my pack?
So yeah, that's your watch. Who's taking next?
I'll take the next watch.
Okay.
And I'd like to set a trap for one of these creatures.
A trap of what?
Like a snare trap. And I'll put one of the berries in the center.
This man is gonna get us all killed.
Okay. So after like 15 minutes during your watch, you hear the trap go off, and one of these creatures squeals in pain as it is now hanging upside down from the snare trap.
I would like to examine its ears.
So, its ear kind of like, it's folded in, like, as a resting state, but you're able to, like, peel it open, and inside is, like, purple secretion, which has been used to take the berries off from the tree. Doing this makes the animal scream louder.
Oh gosh.
Does anybody wake up from this? Does anybody else hear this?
What
This
are your
thing-
guys' passive perceptions?
This thing just has the tree version of Miro.
Let me see.
I'm guessing we have like a bunch of 10s.
12.
Okay, 12.
Um,
I want to wait and hear everyone else's.
10. What about my pseudo dragon? Should I look at his too?
Sure.
13.
What's yours?
10.
Okay, so everyone except Balgroth and the prince. Kano, you wake up. Yip Yap, your pseudo dragon wakes you up at the sound of this Callus screaming in agony as Isaiah is peeling open its ear. That's what you're doing.
Well, yeah, I didn't know it was going to be like this harsh, but sure, it's done. I didn't.
That's what you're doing.
right,
What's going on?
Animal abuse.
Science? This is downright monstrosity right here. This is highly unethical.
Kana, would you like to know how one of these tastes?
No! I
Why
sat
not?
here and made friends with one of them.
No.
Fine, and I cut the rope.
It squeaks as it hits the ground and then just like kind of hops off.
Kana,
Isaiah, what are you?
what? I was trying to figure out how their ears worked.
So you decided to peel one's ears open.
Okay, I think I explained that in a wrong way. So it's what animal can I?
I
It-
pictured a big rabbit. I may just
Yeah,
be
the
totally
description makes it sound like a
It's-
two-legged rabbit with no arms.
Kinda. So its ear, it can be open or closed. Its resting place is closed. Opening up the ear would be the equivalent of someone like forcefully opening up your mouth.
Okay.
It
That's
still doesn't like to be done, but
Weird.
It's just the best equivalent I can.
I wasn't
put
doing it
to.
in like a weird way, guys.
no, everything about that was weird.
You know what I
No,
mean by weird. So anyway, all right, then I will. Yeah.
Ah,
I
What's
want
going
this
on,
one
guys?
intrigues me.
Isaiah, can you go one night without conducting an experiment that
Okay, name
is
one other time
borderline
I've conducted an
unethical?
experiment that woke you up. Name one time.
Name one time.
Other than this, yes. You're acting like this is a
Kana's gonna point towards the egg.
It didn't wake you up. You attacked me.
I didn't attack you.
You woke me up.
No, the egg you took from the God knows what.
Kanu, you broke into my
Then
room and
you
tried to murder me for
caused
my egg.
magic woman to put a charming spell on me.
You're,
This whole course of events starts with you.
if you haven't been watching
It
this, I'm
starts
very
with you
confused.
and your irresponsibility when conducting the scientific method.
what?
I'm
You're
a-
blaming me for your mental weakness and psychotic behavior.
Mental weakness?
We're-
How am I supposed to fight back against a charm spell while I'm sleeping?
With
now,
your
now,
wisdom?
now, who,
Mentality.
surely this wakes us up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Balgroth, you wake up now that they're yelling at each other.
Yip Yip,
Stolas is
Balgroth,
awake, but he's just like,
Yip
I-
Yip Yip's just like sitting watching with like kicking his feet in the air.
I literally get up holding the child. I walk up to both of them. I'm just like,
Balgroth, what are you doing? You can't just call our child.
do you guys know what time it is? The
Balgroth,
baby is
what are you
sleeping.
doing?
He's conducting unethical animal experimentation.
I don't care. Shut up.
Wait,
Thank you.
Don't.
wait.
The
Let me-
baby.
Let me.
You're literally dragging around a 12-year-old or whatever by his neck.
I glare at him. Don't wake the baby.
oh my god, my cheek.
So let me get this straight. Don't step on graves. Do slap children. Don't unfurrow ears.
Don't wake the baby.
Don't wake the baby. That one makes sense. That's the only one that makes sense.
Both of you, all of you, shut up. Go to sleep.
What is it?
I'm taking both watches.
Why are you
Everyone just needs to go to sleep right now. All right? You're all sleeping. And that's that.
When you can't sleep on everyone else but you?
I need quiet. You all are.
Okay, so whatever. Y'all coincide, and Isaiah goes through the rest of his watch. Who's taking next one?
I'm taking next watch.
Okay. Okay, as you take your watch, Stolas is sleeping peacefully now beside you. Um,
Yip Yap
and
is also curled up against Balgroth as he wakes up.
aw. And in the distance, you can see like a lot of the grass moving. It's not moving towards the wagon, but a lot of it's moving. And you start to see these calluses are like jumping out of the grass and coming back down, and they're jumping up, and like fish jumping out of a river as they make their way through the grass towards where the lake is. Yeah, that's your watch. And
That's
yep,
interesting.
you're taking final watch.
Imagine Yip Yap takes his last watch as Balgroth just kind of nudges him off of himself.
Yeah, it's like I shake my leg, nudging him off, and then just cross my arms and go to sleep with the with the 12-year-old sitting on my other on my other leg.
So yep, as you take your watch, a baby callus, which is about half your size, hops up onto the wagon next to you and just kind of looks up at you.
Small one! I scritch. I boop his nose.
Does a 13 hit?
No! Haha!
So it tries to bite you, but it misses.
Oh,
Take your hand away.
rude!
It goes into the wagon and starts sniffing around.
Nothing for you here.
Let me check something real quick.
I wonder. Hey, wait. Oh, I'm on the pseudo dragon. Of course, there's no spells. What can I do? A lot of bad things. That's what I can do.
So, okay. Are you watching it move around?
Oh yeah, I'm watching this thing like a hawk.
It starts to get closer to where Isaiah is sleeping.
I
Sniffing around Isaiah's bag and pouch and stuff.
Okay.
It takes
You might wanna chew that thing off, my guy.
it takes Isaiah's money pouch,
Whoa!
and it's now dragging it.
Do I wake up to this?
No, it's a pretty hefty pouch. So I mean, he's got a lot of stuff
jingling
in
right
now.
there.
Yip Yap's just gonna be like, yeah, no.
Very skilled creature.
And he's going to go, okay, we can do this, Yip Yap. We can do this. And he is going to toss Yip Yap's magic missile.
What?
Oh wait, don't I have to roll that as an attack? No, I'm sorry. I need to roll that.
Firebolt is probably.
I need to roll that as an attack. So we'll do that. Okay, that one is not a natural one. Oh wait, I can do this easy. Just fishing for crit fail. Okay, they all hit. And they do. How much damage do they do?
5, 7, 9 d4 in total.
Not cool.
With a flash of light hitting this creature, you kill it.
I definitely wake up with this.
And you all wake up to not only the sun rising, but a confined explosion within the wagon as Yip Yap kills a baby callus.
Now, what's going on?
What?
Oh, and Isaiah, you would notice its money bag. Your money bag is next to the dead body.
I'm going to go pick up my money bag and pick up the dead body.
I like to think it's sizzling, like in the cartoons when it just becomes a rotisserie chicken, just like with the money bag next to it.
It's about to become a rotisserie chicken.
And you have
Good morning, everyone.
I'm going back to bed. Wake me up when the sun rises.
Yip
Wait,
yap.
The sun is up. The sun is up.
I didn't hear you over the sound of something going on in my head.
Stop casting that one. I say as I take the bunny to my makeshift butcher's table.
But it worked. I learned it from you.
You did not learn that abomination from me.
What is
You
this
are like Papa.
now?
I'd like to check out the ears. Are there like glands producing this stuff? Sacs?
There, from what you can tell, it's just kind of like, as like a person would sweat. It's just coming from the skin inside the ear.
All right. I like to cut off the ears.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a charm out of them, and then see if I can use it with the trees. And then I want to just cook this sucker. So skin it, cook it.
My babies. Oh my god.
I cover our young lad's eyes so he doesn't
Why are
see
you doing
this
this
horror.
to my babies? I made these creatures with my bare hands, and you're slaughtering them.
My creation.
My homebrew.
My
brew.
beautiful
So,
creation.
anyway, yeah,
How does
its
it taste?
ears. So, you can use its ears, but because it's dead, you can only take 2 more bundles off before the secretions just stop.
Trying to think if I have a spell or potentially will get a spell that will let me mess with this. I don't think so though.
Identify?
I cast resurrection. No,
Okay, cleric.
He
He's a
becomes
baby.
necromancer.
It's just a baby.
He's just a baby, please.
And its body is like 1 day's of ration.
I mean, veal. Or not veal. What's it? Lamb.
It's
Rabbit's foot.
rabbit.
it's,
Hassenpfeffer.
it's delicious, is what it is. Yip yap.
Purple
Yes.
Hassenpfeffer.
Yes, but the idea of like people eat lamb.
People
So
eat
it's the
bunny,
next
too.
day. You killed one of my homebrews creature. I hate all of you so much. I made that with my
Me?
bare hands.
Me? What?
You are an accomplice to this
Hey.
madness.
Hey,
Why do I get roped into this?
I'm
So
sorry.
anyway,
was that the only progenitor of the next generation? Are they extinct now? No.
no.
Okay.
But still, it's a baby, and you casted magic missile at it.
It's a food.
You
And he
could have
cast
just
Yip
picked
Yap's
up the
magic
house
missile, which
and
is not the
used it.
same as magic missile. Completely
God,
different.
This has got to be a
Oh,
highlight.
you share a name.
please.
Anyway, Jesus, it's the next day. Your rest is over. We're gonna take a break.
And you're
Bye.
going to more.
I'll be back later, I guess.
Steven, would you like help
Dude.
setting up Yip Yap's magic missile as Yip Yap's magic missile?
I'm
What?
going to go use the
Like
restroom.
help setting up Yip Yap's magic missile like as intended?
I mean, I feel like
Oh my
it's not
gosh,
that
I'll be
far
right
from the
back.
back. Like I copied and pasted the right description. It's just if I click on it proper, it does it like it's magic missile.
Right. So do you want help setting it up to be like not magic missile and to be like Yip Yap's magic missile?
Be Jim's magic missile reskinned, yeah.
Yeah. So I think you're gonna want to actually take the firebolt spell and then work from that.
Ugh.
Or wait, no, is it firebolt or
I mean, either way, it's an attack. It needs to be a 3 attack.
right? Well, yeah, that's why it's not firebolt. It's what the heck is it? Burning. Hang on, I'll find it in a second. There's a first level fire spell that basically that works very similarly. We won't have to mess with that much.
A first level fire.
It's
We didn't start the fire.
not burning hands.
Well, Yip Yap did. Yip Yap started the fire.
Link Strider, magic missile man. Snakeness. What the heck is it? Maybe it's a second level spell?
It's always burning. Now everything's burning. Burn. spells by level. Level up.
Positive. First, maybe it's initial fire.
Ring of fire.
Oh, Scorching Ray is what I was thinking. That's second level, which I think we can still work with.
Does that do 3 bursts?
Yes.
Really?
Let me
Bum, bum, ba-da, bum, bum, bum.
let me see if I can make it next to you. All right, Scorching Ray. Yeah, so
I'll be right back.
all right. Yeah, I'll
I'm gonna reach
for a second.
Back crying.
Sorry. You kind of look like Painmaker Chris Jericho with that eye makeup.
I don't know what that means.
And I'll find a picture.
Okay.
We only have it on one eye, though. Looks nice, though. All right.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Verdict? A wizard?
What?
What is this?
They do Scorching Ray in a weird way, so I'm seeing if I can do this a little differently.
What did you put in the group chat?
He was making a comment about my eye makeup.
But that's not okay.
Let's see. Okay, well then. Hang on, let me
Why does this look like Bob Duncan's alter ego?
Oh my god.
Am I wrong?
Okay, I guess you're gonna have to make a new spell.
His catchphrase is just "Good luck, Charlie." And he throws his opponent into the camera. Mm.
8. Where's the crit?
I mean,
I'm back.
how do I make it into an attack just by editing it? Actually, here's a test. What happens if I do r/3d20? Okay. So from the future for it, I'll just do r/3d20.
Well, I think you can actually put it in attack macro, which I should have thought of earlier. So let's see if this will work. We need to be able to put in the crit.
Is macro Micro's brother?
Mhm.
I've dealt psychic damage to Jeremiah. Mm, mm. Sorry, this is my first cup, and you see where I'm at in my.
All right, so if I cast it, I had advantage there. But
Mm.
is it what? 2d4 plus 1? What's the damage on it? Is it 2d4 or 2d4 plus 1?
It
Hij, Jim's magic missile. Oh, it's just 2d4. Okay.
Now that laces up closer, tells me that I need to
Okay.
around there.
I'm just gonna roll a bunch of times till I get a crit to make sure that works. I'll give myself advantage.
Good on both. Now this is the one thing we noticed before was that the bottom of the heel wasn't actually at the back of
Bam. Perfect. All right. So I have it. I have it for you. Ready, Steven?
okay.
All right. Go to like the part, not the spell part, the part that just has like attacks, and then hit the plus.
Oh, okay. So you mean on my core page?
Yeah.
Okie-doke.
Then you're gonna put in Yip Yap's magic missile.
Isaiah's magic.
I will cut you. All right. With my mind sliver.
Okay. And do what?
Yeah, and then you put
Attack
the
mod
attack
intelligence.
as intelligence. With your proficient, there's no plus to it beyond the intelligence. The range is 120 feet. Crit range still 20. The damage is 2d4. Type is force, but the crit is 3d4.
The damage is 2d4? According to this, the magic is 40.
So it's 2d4 on a hit, and then on a crit it does 5d4. So you put 3d4 as the crit damage.
Oh, okay. 40. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, there is no 4d4 with that.
44 is a lie. The cake is a lie.
Yes. So it's 2d4 damage, 3d4 crit damage, and then you can just put the description in that box there.
It's no plus damage?
No, there's no plus.
Okay. And then on a crit,
3d4.
where is the crit macro? Or whatever.
It's right under damage. So you have damage, then underneath it's type force to the right of that crit, and just put in 3d4 for the crit.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you look at how I rolled it, it's called Abomination, as it should be. And it crit, and so the crit damage was 3d4.
It's time for the sacrifice.
What?
What?
Sorry.
What?
So you know that guy on TikTok that's been like a succulent nut for each day?
What? What?
What are you talking about?
Would this make any more? I don't know if the words you said would make any more sense if I was perfectly sober.
And look, now even Jeremiah is drinking because of it.
Don't
What?
don't
Dude,
act like
I
you're
need
proud
this.
of that.
What is that?
What?
Oh, Red's apple ale.
Reds. Oh.
Oh, don't be careful, please. We're still on Twitch. I don't want to take chances.
Point taken.
Okay. So, are we ready to cut? Where is Isaiah here?
Now that my attack has been.
Give me like 2 minutes.
Okay, cool. Hi.
Oh wait, I already coded Yip Yap's magic missile, and I coded it completely differently.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I'm confused at the content I watch.
Yeah, I'm also confused.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Yes.
How do I delete something?
A message? You can't.
Oh wait, I know. I can.
But you can.
I remember now. I remember how to do it. Ta-da! And then I can reorganize these things, right? Okay, I don't want to just yet. Okay. Problem solved. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm
Let
ready.
us go. Let our journey move us forward, so that we may save the day.
Cool.
Hold on, I need to get the. Oh, my hair's not long enough to do it. Never mind.
What?
I thought I could get the Bully McGuire going. I can't. My hair's not long enough yet. On the top.
So yeah. So like it's daybreak now. Isaiah just y'all all had a long rest. Congrats. And you're no longer in Retcher, so no more curses. Congratulations.
No
No
more
Yay!
weird handicaps. So, Kano, are you gonna go back to driving the horses?
Yeah.
All right.
I'd like to think Yip Yap wakes up with the blanket over his head, so he's like, "Oh no, I'm blind again. We're still
Balgroth checks
Um,
on our young prince. Are you all right, my lad?
Yes, sore from sleeping in this blasted wagon, but other than that, I'm all right, I guess.
Good. I think we only have about a day's journey left. If we can move quickly, he looks at Kano. If we could move quickly, I think we could get you there in time.
It depends if y'all get distracted or not.
He's sore from that, but not from like 2 weeks of sitting on a rock. Okay.
So, yep, y'all get back up on your way, passing through this giant field of the countryside. And like I said, off in the distance, you can see the lake kind of glimmering with all kinds of creatures going around it. And you walk on for about half the day before you come across a pack of some animal that you can just barely make out like the tops of their backs poking out from the grass. But they are like in the way of the cart, kind of. There's not like a path, obviously, but if you would keep going forward, you would hit them. There's about 3 or 4 that you can tell.
Do we stop?
Nope, we keep going forward.
Are we literally going to go through through these things in the bushes?
Yep.
Okay.
Where?
Look, if it ends up we run into like a pig or a boar or something, I mean, it's not going to be that hard. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, right?
Where?
I mean, we could just shoo them away and continue on.
Yeah, but this should shoo them away, right?
So y'all
Like they're
continue
skittish.
forward.
They're skittish creatures. They'll run away if they hear the horse tracks.
As you all continue forward, the creatures in the bush stop like moving around, whatever they were doing, and they like adjust their bodies to kind of. You can't see their faces, but you can assume that they're staring down the wagon, not moving.
I look through the window. You know, they don't look happy. Are you sure about this?
Toss a rock or something. Get them away. I mean, I can't really do much. I'm trying to keep the horses steady.
Valgroth sighs and then begins to rummage through his bag to find something that he can throw.
Get like an apple or something.
Right. He opens one of the box of rations and takes out a box of apples, and then just tosses them in the boar's directions outside of the way of the cart to see if he can lure them away.
You don't know how tempted I was to have Yip Yap just now throw the 2 last pieces of Konos gold.
What?
What? Nothing. I took
So
out of character.
yeah, so you throw the apples at them, and 2 of them go off to examine the food, but you can now tell that 2 large furry bodies are now just standing in the way of your cart, and you're getting closer.
I really don't want to kill boar today.
Neither do I.
Do we have something loud?
Your
Yip
flute.
yap.
We have a Yip Yap.
We have a lip yap.
Huh?
Literally shoves him through the window.
Deal with it.
Yeah. I want you to scream as loud as you can.
The prince covers his ears. No.
And I mean,
I cover the prince's ears as well behind his hands.
and I mean, as loud as you can.
Yep. And he has the familiar go down and bite the stump of his tail.
Oh.
And Yip Yap lets out this ear-piercing, blood-curdling, retching, tinnitus-causing shriek of the highest and sharpest pitch imaginable.
Yeah. That causes the boars to charge at you.
No!
Roll for initiative.
So all of us roll for initiative?
They're coming at you, yeah. Stop.
I place the child in the I keep Stolas in the cart saying, "Wait here, we'll be right back."
After these 2 messages.
I'm not gonna like. This isn't like a accurate portrayal of where you guys are right now, so we don't have to. Well, I guess
No, it's still a
why
kid
not?
out there.
Here. This is where you guys are at in relation to them.
Okay, so yeah, roll initiative.
Also, for reference, not for reference, for
Oof.
note, look, Yep has a new picture.
I know. I
At
saw
least
it.
I keep.
Where's
keep-
Isaiah?
I don't know. Where did Dale go?
I think it was doing something. I don't remember what he said.
Over the rainbow, where magic missiles are.
Cool.
All right. Oh, there's an initiative tracker now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you already rolled initiative.
Oh no. It's actually good.
Everybody does better than me.
I feel like that's
Well,
the best
except
initiative
the kid. But it's the kid.
I feel like that's the best initiative I've ever rolled on Roll20.
Probably.
No, you rolled a nat 20 before.
I still remember when I rolled a nat 1 and got a negative.
You got the -2 initiative.
Oh,
Good times. Should we just wait for Dale? Whatever. He can join in when he gets here.
Should we wait for Dale? No. It's just an internal. No.
All right. Yep. You're up first. They are charging at you. Okay. They kind of like start circling the wagon.
Yep's gonna be like, well, here we go again. And did I get my long rest before or after the incident with the last?
After you cast magic missile?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You had your long rest and then you casted magic missile.
Gotcha. But I still have spell slots in level 1, so I'm gonna cast again. Yep. Tragic Tristle. That's gonna be 3 rolls to hit. Hey, no nat zeros. So 1 to each boar.
There's 2.
And then the last one misses. So
right. 'Cause
1 hits, and then 1 misses. A repeat attack.
I forgot how armor worked for a second.
So the first one that Yep hits receives 4 damage, and the next one that Yep hits receives 5 damage. So this was the first one. This was the second one.
All right. Kano, you're up.
All right. So Kano is going to move to right here, jumping off of the cart that he's on, taking out his sword.
This music is really loud.
Oh, sorry.
Is it loud for other people, or am I screwing so loud with my roll 20?
No, I've probably rolled my volume down. It's been low for a bit.
I have headphones.
So I'm going to use.
Oh, I see. Okay, I turned it down. Yeah, we're good.
I'm going to use my fighting spirit.
Mhm.
Get myself advantage.
Are we fighting?
Yeah.
Yes. Roll initiative.
Si, senor.
All right.
Pretty cool.
You can put your character token here, Dale.
Okay.
Wow.
What?
He needs to put a token down.
Oh no!
Oh, jeez.
Put it here.
Okay.
Do I have to be that close?
You're in a cart.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're all in the cart.
Oh,
And
that's.
roll again so I can put the 23 up.
Oh yeah.
24.
That's an interesting gift for mage armor.
24 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Then
Okay.
I'm going to use my superiority die.
You're rolling with advantage?
No, my superiority die is to add menacing attack.
Actually, get a
So I do an extra d6 damage.
Whatever, it would have hit anyway.
So 9 damage, and now it has to make a wisdom saving throw, or it's frightened.
Spooky.
7.
It fails.
Spooky.
Okay.
Next.
Next up is that
What about me?
creature. You're gonna be in the next round. It's fine.
You were sleeping.
Boars attacking?
Yeah, because they decided to just barrel into a pack of boars in the road instead of going around them.
Fair.
I tried scaring them off by screaming at the top of my lungs.
And that just activated their fight or flight reflex.
Yeah,
It's
we
fight.
tried distracting them, and then someone suggested that idea.
I might as well. Toro.
So, despite this boar being frightened, it's still going to try to attack you. It just has a disadvantage. Alright. Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Kill it with magic fire.
And then the other boar is going to go... It's going to, go for the side of the cart that Balgroth is in and try and get him through the wall. That doesn't get it. Next, Balgroth.
All right, so what am I going to do this time? First thing that I'm going to do is cast. Let's see. If I do this, I'll probably have to take a long rest. I'll probably keep that for later then. All right, then I will strike at it with my spear and as a bonus action, use Divine Smite.
Right.
Hits.
Eight,
13.
13.
Very good. Then that's your turn.
Yes,
and
I believe that's my
Solus
turn.
is going to go next. And he's freaked out. And because he's freaked out, he turns away from y'all and he spreads his wings out as wide as they can go. And somehow the sunlight is able to bounce off of his, I described them as church windows, kind of like stained glass-esque wings, and colors dance across the inside of the wagon and out onto the boars as well. And everyone needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Rave party.
I'll make a wisdom saving throw for this.
The reason the song that came to mind when you said that was like that default movie maker.
How do I fail this wisdom?
Very good, very good. Okay. So, pass, fail.
That checks out.
Fail. Okay, so Jeremiah and Yip Yap, or Balcroft and Yip Yap, y'all are charmed by the colors and lights, and y'all are incapacitated.
Brave colors.
When Stolas sees this, he kind of freaks out. He's like, sorry, I freaked out. I didn't know what to do. Isaiah, it's your turn.
How are these boars looking health-wise? Are they bloodied? Are they...
Yeah, they're pretty messed up, but they're still, angry and, ready to attack. They're a little messed up, though, both of them.
I would like to cast Dragon's Breath on my familiar. And now I would like it to go out and breathe. Well, yes. And
Hey, that's cultural appropriation.
And I would like it to breathe acid breath onto this boar here. And the boar needs to make a saving throw.
That's only slightly better.
What kind of saving throw?
A dexterity save.
Dex save. 18.
So it passes, so it only takes 6 damage.
All right.
And the bird's going to fly high in the air, so it can't be hit.
All right. With that being your turn, Yip Yap, you're up.
Okay.
We're enamored.
Oh, wait, no, that's not my turn. I'm sorry. I also cast Mind Sliver on it.
Oh my god. Okay.
I
Someone? And yeah, Yip Yap, you're incapacitated anyway.
do I roll a whiz save on the end of my turn?
No, this is gonna last until it's Stolas' turn again.
Yay.
So Mind Sliver, you said?
Yes.
Intelligence. No.
So it takes 3 psychic and has -4 to its next save, which could come from me.
Where though goes my bless buff.
Yep. So Kano, you're up.
Okay. I shall attack.
Nope.
Just straight roll damage on this thing. 15 doesn't hit.
Why are you doing the advantage one? I'm confused, dude.
Oh, did I roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Oof.
I think
because
you've
I'm
been
going to be
doing that for a
using.
while, but I don't think you noticed.
No, I haven't noticed. Oh, I'll just be using Fighting Spirit.
Okay.
So does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay, that's 6 damage.
This is the song playing in Yip Yap's head.
Mood.
For me, it's Darude Sandstorm.
Kano, it's gonna try and hit you again with disadvantage.
No, it only has disadvantage for the. It only had disadvantage whenever I did the menacing attack last turn.
Does that not stay?
No, it doesn't stay, apparently. It only lasts for 1 turn.
A 13 doesn't hit though, does it?
No, it doesn't.
So next, this one is going to go for Balgroth. 11 doesn't hit. Balgroth, you're charmed, and then Stolas puts his wings back down and kind of curls up in the corner of the cart, and now Yip Yap and Balgroth are uncharmed and are able to fight once again.
Song.
It's okay. It's okay. You're gonna be fine. We'll protect you.
Is it my turn again?
Isaiah, you're up.
All right, my crow is going to once again breathe poison onto this boar.
Okay.
So I should probably set up a better macro for this, but that deck save -4. Ooh, got a 0.
Wow, nice.
7 poison damage. And then I'm also going to cast, of course, Mind Sliver. Bam!
Oh my god.
I'll take 4 more damage and -1 to his next save.
What
Alright,
did you
it's looking beat up. Yip Yap, your turn.
Okay, as the song, how does this song end? Song end? No, stop it. Why is this browser computer like this? Okay, okay, song page. Yeah, no, sorry, technical difficulties with this laptop. That's not mine. Now coming out of it is going to reassess the situation. And which one looks more hurt? The one by Kano or the one by the Cardo?
One by the Cardo.
Okay. He's going to look at it and go, "Ah!" and accidentally expel Yip Yap's firebolt.
That hits.
Alright. That was not damage.
You have to click the Yip Yap's Firebolt. Yeah, there you go.
There you
Okay,
go.
how do you want it to die?
As Yip Yap just kind of coming out of it, the first thing he sees is just this ugly boar. It's just like, ah! And almost as like a belch, the fire just comes out of his maw and hits the creature, and just like a cartoon, just over all the fur, and it just turns to ash.
Oh my god. The boar is dead. Nah. Alright, Kano, your turn.
So Kano, as he's just fighting this bull, he's gonna attack it again. I'm gonna use my fighting spirit, the last fighting spirit for that.
So it hits.
Then I'm going to activate Action Surge. So I attack again.
If you want to laugh, read the spell description of
Okay.
the depths of the bolt.
How do you want to do it?
So just simply, he's just gonna take his sword and just kind of slice into the back of its neck, just to sever its spinal cord.
Alright.
Just a fast, simple, quick death for this creature.
So, yeah. Those boar are dead. The other ones have eaten the apples thrown out and left, uncaring about their fallen comrades, because they're animals. And you guys now have a clear path for the wagon to go through again.
Lovely.
Take the boars, put them on the back of the cart. We can sell them in town.
Or eat them.
Not the one that Yip Yap burnt to ash.
Yeah, there's only one body.
Okay.
Only one.
Well, Kana's gonna
one.
take the carcass of the.
Like a pile of ash
With
with
the
two
boar.
cartoon blinking eyes.
He's gonna take the carcass of the boar, load it into the back, so he can sell and get this thing processed for rations.
Okay.
I check on
Um,
the prince kneeling beside him. Are you
He
alright?
is kind of just curled up, kind of hugging his knees. I'm sorry. I thought I could help. I haven't done that in a very long time, and I didn't know it would. I didn't know it would work on you guys. I thought it only affected animals.
He crosses his arm. He crosses his legs and sits beside him. You know, that just means that you are a really, really powerful person. And once you learn to control that power, I'm sure you will do amazing things.
Well, I don't really control it. It's just more my wings. That's how my mom explained it. Our wings are magic. We're not technically magic.
Oh, I know. But you can control your wings, can't you?
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Once you learn to control your wings in such a way, to reflect the light in such a way that you'll only affect your enemies. Oh, I can't wait to see what you'll do. You're gonna do great things.
Oh.
The prince smiles really wide and
Nice.
yeah, relaxes a lot.
Yip Yap takes the pseudo dragon from under his hood and just looks at it. It's like, I'm a dragon.
Dale, what did you say?
Nothing of note.
So yeah, y'all continue on your way, and there's some more animals, just various creatures running around because it's nature, but none of them really get close to the cart anymore, and the tall grass starts to fade away, becoming more of just like typical field grass. There's some flowers here and there. The horses are going at kind of a slower pace, but still kind of brisk along this path that other wagons have made now. And it is about another day's travel.
Is anyone else concerned about the demon horses?
I mean, they've been fine this whole time.
Fair.
So, yeah, another kind of day goes by. Is there anything y'all want to do during the day as you just travel?
I just continue to stare at my amulet, getting attuned to it.
Okay.
I'd like to continue studying my books. Do I have anything in particular I was interested in?
Yeah, Yip Yap's studying with him. Like Isaiah is the tutor and Yip Yap is the completely incompetent child.
I need to figure out how to get back to this big library. So maybe I'll try to keep knocking myself out with sleep or something. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you keep sleeping. You don't have any dreams though.
Keep sleeping.
And Kano, you doing anything?
So Kano is just going as he goes along. He'll occasionally play his flute and maybe meditate a bit as he's
All right.
driving.
And that's the day's travel with the sun beginning to set. The shadow of a building kind of looms across the trail. And up ahead, you can see a wooden sign that squeaks back and forth with a very soft breeze. And on the sign, written in several languages with the common translation being carved into it, the other one's kind of written on, it reads, "The Crossroads Inn and Tavern."
Is one of those languages thieves can't, or is Yip Yap out of the loop?
No thieves can't, sorry. And as you get closer to the building, you see that it is 3 stories tall. It has like a slant to it, but it stays up. It's there.
Leaning in.
And the top is decorated with a steeple roof type. And there are several other carts parked outside, different makes and sizes, with mounts that are tied to hitching posts. There are horses, wolves, kind of mounts and stuff. And as you get closer and closer, piano music kind of jaunts out through the air as a pair of humans stumble out, holding onto each other in a drunken dance, and make their way to one of the carts.
You know, it might just be my new fatherly instincts, but I don't think that's safe.
Sir, are you needing anything?
Who are you talking to?
You said there was a guy stumbling towards us, or did I not hear that?
There is
No,
a pair of humans holding onto each other as they both stumble to a cart.
Oh,
Into
okay.
our card.
I thought they were coming to us.
No.
Do y'all want to take a rest in maybe that building over there, that tavern?
Okay. But
Why
if
not?
we wake up with weird curses, I'm blaming you.
I'm asking if you want to, Yip Yap.
And I said okay. With a condition.
That sounds like a very unfair condition, considering the fact I'm asking you to vote on it.
I'm hesitant on it. I don't think we should. How long is it until we actually get back to the kingdom?
You can see out into the horizon. The kingdom is still pretty far off. It's about another day's travel.
This is faster.
I'm willing to stay. I'm willing to stay up driving, or driving this cart, so y'all can rest in the back if you'd want.
Better safe than sorry. My mother always said.
Well, look what happened to her.
Balgrog,
Messed up with the thing.
I can make that joke because it happened to me too. I can make that joke.
Someone messed up with the
Did
set.
any of you grow up with a mother in the home?
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah,
I did. And
I
I don't
did.
appreciate the consistent implications that I'm like you people in that respect.
Yep just pulls the
I
blanket over
had-
himself and starts crying.
I had a mother.
As did I.
Father?
And she still died.
He goes to his hands. 1, 2, 3. I had
Fatherless behavior.
3 or 4 dads.
Fatherless behavior.
Fatherless behavior, all 3 of you.
Fatherless behavior.
Fatherless
I'm not the one
behavior,
who
and for
decided to
some,
rip
absolute
open a
maidenless
rabbit's
behavior.
ears.
That's overly
No,
father.
my testimony, sir. You have no idea how I do with the maidens.
3 fathers, so many mothers.
I'm gonna just point out, Isaiah, you're quite literally the kid who would pick up insects and nail them to a chalkboard just to see what would happen. You
Speaking
call
of
us having fatherless behavior.
Hey.
You're quite literally the living definition of the child who picked up insects so he could squash them in his hands.
First of all, that's
speaking
absurd. Second of all, that has not to do with anything.
It has
speaking
more.
of
It has to do with a lot
children,
more than what you think.
speaking of children covering the prince's ears,
Young
The
Prince, I
prince is just
apologize for
watching.
the fatherless behavior of my comrades.
Meanwhile,
we need to get this kid somewhere safe for the night.
meanwhile, there's just muffled scream crying from a blanket.
The prince kind of tugs on Balgrith's arm and looks up at him. I want to see what a peasant tavern is like. I've never been
No, you
inside of
don't.
one.
You sincerely don't, young prince. Look, I will give you
literally
everything I have to tell you. You do not want to see what goes on in those taverns.
the
Best thing.
moment he says this, Belgroth drips one bead of sweat.
That's the best thing.
I don't want to sleep in this uncomfortable wagon for another night. Can't we try a bed?
That is
They
my
don't have beds. They have straw mattresses on the ground.
You don't know that. Have you ever been here?
See what they have.
Not this establishment. What type of establishments do you have here in the West?
I just want to say that was my favorite line of songs so far, the peasant one.
Everyone would be like, no.
So I'm getting the idea that the dead have it better than the living where you're from. That's not a good thing, Kano. They get more respect.
Isaiah,
They get better beds.
speaking of Isaiah, how about you go in and search out the
how
tavern
about
for
Isaiah?
us?
I
How
would be
about
happy to.
Isaiah? You
I'd
try
like to-
living. No, Isaiah.
Go in as he's talking to me and just
Isaiah-
ignore whatever Kano's blithering on about. I'll leave my crow outside to keep watch.
Yep, yeah, scream cry.
So, Isaiah, before you leave, you can just kind of hear as Stolas looks at all of you. You know, I don't have a dad either. And then you go inside, and
And you've seen how he behaves?
Belgroth
He
catches
behaves?
himself in shock.
he clutches his pearls.
No, he clutches both his necklaces, both his charms.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Yip
He
Yap,
literally turns into his human mother for a second.
Yip Yap is still just wailing under the blanket.
So, yeah. Isaiah, as you go in, make a perception check, please. Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Good enough. There are a lot of people in this tavern, but it's not full. There are some empty tables here and there. And the main floor of this, it's kind of laid out the same way as you would imagine Apostles' place is laid out. The tavern is on the first floor, and then the top two floors are rooms. There is someone playing a piano off in the corner. He's playing it very lively, and like he's got a big smile on his face. On top of the piano is a kid who's playing like an accordion along with the piano. And at the bar, there's a man and a woman, Limrius, which, if you remember, are those bird people I described. And the female Limrius is the one who is kind of handing out the drinks and stuff, while the male cleans the cups and keeps to himself kind of behind the bar. There are various humans, and there is a tiefling and some elves and such. Just different species are enjoying their time here in this tavern.
Lovely. I'd like to go up to the innkeeper.
Right? That would be the female Limrius at the bar.
All right. Good evening, madam.
Ah, well, hello. And who are you?
My name is Isaiah, and I'm here with some traveling companions, and we were wondering if you had any board available for the evening.
Oh, well, how many friends you got?
4, and myself.
All
5.
right. So, would you want 5 separate rooms? Because I can't do that. I
You
only
can't
have 3 rooms available right now.
3 rooms will do.
3 rooms it is. Let's see. That'll be 10 silver, please.
Lovely. And I'll pay the woman.
Cool. She takes it and she walks back, grabs the last 3 keys on the key rack and kind of hands them to you. I hope you enjoy your stay, Mr. Isaiah. And she gives you a wink before going back to serving the other people at the bar.
I walk out. Right, maidens. Anyway.
You give her your name.
So I'm going to go out and say, gentlemen, I've acquired us some rooms, but there's only 3. So, Kano, you're not staying with the boy.
The small ones are with me.
Stolas, I think it's probably best that Stolas have his own room, right?
I guess, maybe. I don't know. I don't really want to be, as much as I want to see what this place is like. I don't want to be left alone with those people. And he looks over at the wagon that those 2 drunk humans went to.
I sit closer beside him. The small ones are with me.
All right, I'll take a room to myself.
Guess that gives me a room to myself.
Yip Yap is still crying, although now he's quieter. No one has tried to console him.
Why is he crying? Because his parents are dead?
Yes.
So Kano's gonna kind of go over to Yip Yap. Yip Yap, are you okay? He's gonna kind of reach out to pet the top of Yip Yap's head.
He's under the blanket.
He pets on top of the blanket.
You're just guessing.
Yeah, I'm guessing. I'm hoping this is his head.
Where are you touching?
Roll a
The thing
d20 to figure out where
that looks like a snout.
Yip Yap pops up, throwing the blanket off him. Jagger's trying. What? I'll kill you! Oh, hi, Kano.
Yip Yap, I'm trying to console you right now. Are you okay?
No.
Yip Yap pulls out a lute and plays "I'm Not Okay" by MCR. No.
I hurt myself today. roll a performance check.
No.
No.
But he awkwardly puts the daggers away and picks the blanket up, wraps it around himself, and waddles off.
No, Yip Yap. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna talk about why you were crying.
He said
This is
something.
healthy. Who said something?
He's pointing at Balgroth.
Balgroth.
Yes.
What did you say to Yip Yap that made him cry?
He said he doesn't have a father.
Right.
Or a mother.
No.
Does he have a mother?
Now, I want you to think. I want you to think.
the same as, or a mother the same as me.
I
And
have
then
a mom,
he begins to.
I
He
think.
begins, oh, good. He pats his head.
When did you last see your mother?
Do we think it is appropriate to insult people like that?
It wasn't intended to be an insult.
It wasn't an insult. It was just poorly timed response.
It was just hurtful.
It was an attempt at mutual humor.
Was it bad?
Can we all just apologize to each other?
No.
Please.
We need infighting.
I'm sorry for contemplating slipping Connell's throat.
Sorry, what?
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 You know, I'm not surprised.
What?
I'm not
What?
surprised.
Even God says what?
Hey, yo, what?
What's going on down there?
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, so when did you last see your mother?
Before I was taken?
Well, she's probably still alive then. It'll be good to see her again.
Yeah, it's only been 2 weeks.
Again.
Yeah. I'm more looking forward to seeing my sister again.
Oh,
Oh, you have a sister. Oh.
tell me about your sister.
Well, she's really fun to be around, even if she doesn't seem like she's having fun. She is. Um, it uh, uh he like thinks to himself, like contemplating if he should continue talking about it or not. Um, well, my sister's cursed. Um, she can't laugh or smile, but she tells me she has a good time when we play. So I hope she means it.
She can't. That's interesting.
Well, she was cursed by a traveling entertainer. Um, and she's been like that for a few years now.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, little one.
Oh, it's okay. We still have fun.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Do you though? I sense I sense I don't know that big word. I sense you're questioning.
Well, I have fun with her. I just hope she has fun with me. But Mother is strict about what my sister is allowed to do. So I'm often playing by myself a lot, which is why I was in the maze by myself when I got lost.
Oh,
I see.
I think it's best if we head to our rooms like soon to go to bed.
All right. Come on. He taps his back, motioning for the prince to climb on his back to piggyback him up to his room. Come on, we're going on a trip.
Oh, okay. He gets on your shoulders.
Nice.
Wait, what mazes are you playing?
Come on, Yip Yap. He motions to basically the top of his head.
yeah. Yep, yeah.
Charlotte, before you go to bed, what mazes were you playing in? Like corn mazes?
We have hedge mazes at the castle.
Oh, the cat. Yes, of course, at the castle. Right. Well, have a lovely evening.
How tall is Balrog? Balrog?
Like
7.7.
7'7".
On top of
I
on top of that, on top of Yip Yap, there's also still the pseudo dragon making this even taller a silhouette.
I'm going to have a drink before I go to bed.
Nice. I'll take care of the kids. And then he begins to blunder up into the inn, walk slightly around so that the prince can get a view of how the other half lives, and then walks up the stairs.
So okay, so Stolas and Yip Yap are staying with Balgra, so Kano and Isaiah get their own rooms.
Yes.
Cool. Just wanted to iron that out.
Not being suspicious at all there, Balgroff.
What?
What?
Oh!
These are my children.
But are they?
Anyway. So, yes,
Who
as
asked
the rest of you as the rest of you head inside, you see the same stuff. There's a man playing the piano, there's a child on top of the piano playing the accordion. The innkeep, the female Limrius, is at the bar, talking with a tiefling gentleman, and the male Limrius at the bar is in the corner, cleaning some glasses. There are a few other like elves, and
There's a tiefling, you said?
there's a tiefling gentleman at the bar talking to the innkeeper.
Oh, that's fine.
And there are a few children just in the tavern. They don't seem to be accompanied by anyone. There are two young men who are playing cards with each other, and a young woman sitting by herself with a dog laying at her feet. And then there are two older elfmen who are also playing cards, but they don't seem to be affiliated with the two children.
So Kana is going to take a seat. He's going to take a seat like one or two tables away from the trying to remember. Yeah, from the one with the dog. More specifically, he's focused on the
Young.
dog.
Okay, it's a young girl.
I'm focusing on the dog.
Don't
What
slap
type
her.
of dog is this? What type of dog is this?
It is a Rottweiler.
A Rottweiler? Ooh, I love Rottweilers.
Closest simulation, at least in my world,
Okay.
to a Rottweiler.
Never mind. I thought it was a boxer. I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Why would that matter?
You got a problem with
What were you
Rottweiler?
gonna do to the dog if it was a... Where are my glasses? Oh, I put them down. Anyway.
Okay, this is about the corniest joke you're ever gonna hear. I wanted to box the boxer.
You wanted to hit the dog?
No, I wanted to box the boxer.
You wanted to hit the dog. This is, ladies and gentlemen,
Those stupid
he
dogs.
hits children and dogs.
You already killed our bunnies. Now you're gonna just attack dogs?
No,
Look at this
so
man.
I guess
Look
I'm
at
gonna,
his
I guess
face.
so. I kind of
Move
want to.
this man.
I kind of want to sit kind of close to the two older gentlemen playing cards to see if I can get a look at their hands.
Okay, so yeah, they're it's two elf men. They look to be like middle-aged for elves. They have kind of like graying hair, and they look lively though, and they're playing cards while drinking, taking shots every now and then. And it seems to be like a game of solitaire, but like a two-player game of solitaire.
Hmm. I need a drink. He takes out some of his sake and he just starts.
All right, anyone else doing anything?
The boxer. Yip Yap's just doing the thing he's been doing for the last few days of just like going over random spit take names, trying to figure out what to call his pseudo dragon.
Cool.
And the both of us are just listening to him and cringing the entire time.
Clementine, no, you're a guy. Clarence, no, that's a name, I guess. Clemency, no, that's a verb. What even is Clemency?
As you keep talking, Stolas is just gonna slowly get off of Balgroth and start just flying next to him, covering his ears. Get it to stop, please. Get it to stop.
Yip. I think it's a little bit too late for this.
Oh, latency? No, that's not it.
Okay.
Let's just call him Jim and be okay for right now.
Jim's magic missile. Nope, that's a weird name. That doesn't make sense at all.
Steve.
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 Roger.
God says Steve. Anyway, Kano, as you're drinking your sake, you feel a presence behind you, just kind of standing there.
What do you want?
Oh, well, I don't mean to be rude, sir. And it's the innkeeper woman, Limrius person. I just wanted to ask if you would like one of the house drinks.
What do you have?
Oh, well, we have all kinds of beer on tap. We have whiskey. We have Dragon's Ale.
Why don't I try the Dragon's Ale? I've never been this far west before, so I might try it.
Coming right up. First shot's on the house. She walks away.
Oh.
Her hand kind of like glides over your shoulder as she walks away.
I would love that.
So yeah, she gets she gets like a bottle and a shot glass and comes back to pour you a shot of Dragon's Ale. Here you go, sir. What was your name again?
My name's Connor.
Oh, that's a lovely name. My name's Lavinia. Nice to meet you.
Lavinia. I love that name.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Enjoy the Dragon's Breath. If you just
Thank
want
you.
more, let me know.
As he takes the shot of the Dragon's Ale, he's gonna give her a small wink.
Mm-hmm. She winks back and goes back to the bar.
I've never made it that far. Hold on. There's only one person I know that's smoother than I am.
That's molasses.
That's the darn frog. What would the frog do?
Oh my
Ribbon.
god. Isaiah, what are you doing, by the way?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I guess I'm taking my stuff to my room, and then I'll just go down and order a drink. And these people who are gambling, is it just cards?
Well, they're not gambling. So the older elfmen are playing like some form of solitaire that requires two people, and the two young boys are playing like Go Fish.
Lovely.
More like Solidaire. Anyway.
What's going on with this music people?
The person at the piano doesn't really seem to be male or female. Like they have a shape, but most of their body is covered with a very thick cloak, and their face is very androgynous with short hair.
Very progressive of them.
Yeah,
Be
so-
nice, gentlest child.
He's the guy.
And the child on top of the piano is a young man with, yeah, is a human. The other one is something.
All right, then. I think I will try to just head in early.
Okay. So, yeah. Kondo, do you stay downstairs much longer?
Maybe enough to strike up some more conversation with a tavern lady, but
Did you already forget her name?
me personally, yes. Kano, no.
Hey, it's a
Lavinia.
one-night flirt. What do you mean?
Lavinia. Yeah, so maybe just to strike up more conversation with Lavinia. He trying to get information about the city they're heading to primarily.
So Lavinia kind of walks around the tavern most of the time, like serving other drinks, talking to other patrons. Whenever she comes around to you, it's either to pour another shot or to like clean down the table. And she's flirting with you. Like she's like kind of bending over the table to clean it. She looks over your shoulder to pour your drink, all that stuff. What did you want to know?
The city we're heading. Is there any sort of organization that we have to watch out for?
Well,
Like a thieving guild that expects some sort of insurance.
if you're heading to Kincardine, my only word of advice would be to... Well, I don't know if it really can be helped, given what you've told me, but try to avoid the royal court as much as possible.
And we're putting ourselves right in the middle of it.
No, I don't say that to be rude towards the royal family, of course. You hear stories.
It's the way politics works.
Oh, well, I'm not much for politics. My husband is much more on top of that than I am.
Well, what does he do? Is he a politician of sorts, a lord?
No, he just reads the paper. Doesn't really do much anything else nowadays. Honestly, I think he's gone senile. He doesn't do anything except clean the same glass over and over again until we close.
Do you mind if I have a talk with him? Sounds like he could be sick.
Oh, well, you can try, but I don't think you'd really get much out of him. Besides, I like talking with you much more.
I don't understand how I'm supposed to take that. You see, this is the most I've ever talked with a woman,
Oh,
other than my own mother. So, you have all I can say is you have a husband, and if he's acting like this, he's probably better to
Well.
get him some professional help.
right. She walks away to go talk with the tiefling man, but as she leaves, she kind of says over her shoulder, I wouldn't call him much of a husband nowadays.
My comments still stand.
Where's this husband? Is he
He's behind the bar cleaning a glass. It's a male
So,
Limrius. kind of
Kano's gonna
glassy-eyed.
stand up and he's gonna go over to the guy.
So you're going up to the bar where
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Mr. Bartender, Mr. May I have your name?
Dione? Sorry, I'm foggy. Like this
Miss-
glass.
Mr. Gioni, what's the last thing you remember?
Well, besides working, waking up, I don't really understand your question, sir. My working here is pretty mundane.
Well, from some comments that have been made to me, it just seems like you don't seem to remember much.
Well, I just have a foggy head is all. It comes with age.
How old are you?
Well,
If you don't mind me asking.
No, it's all right, young man. I'm 50?
50.
50 world cycles is what I am. Just about.
Well, I'd rather say you're an elder in your age. One of the wisest.
Thanks. Did you
Not
want to
meant
get
to
a
be an
drink?
insult. No, I wanted to let you know your wife was flirting with me earlier, and I didn't know she was your wife.
You must not know much about Limrius, young man.
They're poly. Probably.
There's a
No,
point to be fun
no,
about.
I frankly
Limrius-
don't.
Limrius, son, we don't technically marry. We're not monogamous species. Lavinia and I just have a partnership. And we call each other husband and wife just so we don't confuse the
You
folks
see
like
his eyes slowly go this way. Because he doesn't understand what's going on. His
Mile away.
eyes just like do that. I'm sorry. I've never heard of relationships like that before.
Well, that's just what you gotta expect when you come to a new place. I'm assuming you're not from here because you don't know what a Limrius is.
I have never seen a Limerius till today.
All right then. Now you know.
Oof.
Besides, Lavinia can do what she wants anyway. She's about 20 world cycles younger than me, anyhow. I don't think she'd want an old man like me in her bed either way. Like I said, we're just business partners.
Business partner.
It's business. It's business.
The
time.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to my table and continue to drink.
You
As
get
you
No,
say, sir, as you say. And he goes back to cleaning the glass.
you
Oh,
get
what's the strongest you have?
It depends on what your tolerance is. I
Kana's
could
putting
give
2
you
gold on the
Dragon's
table.
Ale, or I could give you a punch in the face.
Kano's putting 2 gold on the table. The strongest you have.
Give me a moment. And he puts the glass down and he goes through a door that was previously padlocked behind the bar. And he goes down there for a while. It takes about a couple minutes. He comes back. He puts the padlock back on the door and hands you a unlabeled bottle of liquid. Here you go, sir. Strongest in the house. For a growing Man. And he puts a hand on the 2 gold and slowly slides it off. And you hear the
Was
gold
I just
clunk on the
giving
ground.
straight? Was I just giving straight cleaning alcohol?
When you say growing, Null, how do you mean that?
Hey,
I
yo!
Yo.
So, anyways, before Yip Yap went to bed, he'd also have gone down to get some booze.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, yeah, you're downstairs. You can probably hop up on the bar. There is a tiefling man there. He's just kind of sitting down, kind of nursing a glass of brown-colored liquid. Next to him on the bar is a knife. And yeah, after Dione is done talking with Kano, he's gonna slowly walk over to you because Lavinia is still going around talking to other patrons. Hello there, small thing. What do you want to drink?
I don't know what's on your tap or whatever it's called.
Well, we have beers from all over Glenfield. What voice am I doing?
And now,
And now the weather.
It's Flash from Zootopia.
We
Nick.
we have beers from all over Glenfell here. We got salt water from the Northern Sea. We got Dragon's Ale. We got Cobalt's Breath. We got other stuff like
Cobalt brandy? I want. If it's Cobalt, give it to me.
All right, then. 1 copper.
Just 1 copper. Oh.
It's not a popular drink. There's not much demand for it.
Oh, is it like high on the alcohol level or like low?
It's actually a very sweet drink.
Okay. But is it very alcoholic or very not?
Well, that depends on your tolerance, son.
Okay, throw in something very, very, very strong. 2, please?
All right, then. How much money you got?
How much can I get for a gold? Can I get something very strong and also my flask refilled?
I could refill your flask for free. But yeah, a gold will get you something strong. Give me a moment. And he goes to the padlock door, unlocks it, goes inside for a few minutes, comes out, locks it again, and gives you an unlabeled bottle that is slightly smaller than the one Kano is holding right now.
I want the Cobalt drink too, please.
Right.
Thank you. And he hands over the flask.
Yeah. Do you want the Cobalt's Breath in your flask?
No.
What do you want in your flask?
He just wants his flask refilled.
With what?
He's going to be refilled for free.
Okay. He puts straight, just regular beer in it and hands it back to you. Here you go. I don't know what, you didn't tell me what to put in it, so I just put in the most common drink we have.
You didn't ask. I would have asked for like whiskey or something.
I asked, son. Do you need to get your ear holes cleaned out? Do you have ears? What does your have?
Do I have ear holes?
Anyway, I'm gonna go. And then he leaves.
Elsewhere.
Your drinks. He gave you your drinks.
Yip Yap will down the beer and then try to pour the super strong stuff into his flask.
You could just. Okay, yeah, sure. Kano, are you gonna drink the unlabeled bottle?
Yeah, he's gonna go back to the table he was sitting at. He's gonna stare at it for a minute.
Okay. It tastes really bitter, and like it's really hard to swallow at first, like a bad medicine.
That's.
But after a few minutes, it hits you.
It's nail polish remover.
After just a few sips, you're like already tipsy. Swigs, I don't know.
I shall drink more.
Alright, have fun being passed out on the table. Yep, yep.
No, I'm drinking to the point where I'm clearly intoxicated,
Okay,
but
that
not
takes
so
like
That-
so much intoxicated that I'm unconscious of my actions.
that takes
But
like a
I'm
fifth
in
of the
that
bottle.
perfect middle ground.
Fifth of the bottle.
Hey, yo, what you mean by that, my guy?
You can do both, by the way. You can conk out while still remembering where you were right before you conked out. That
So
might.
what do you want to do in this state?
Just
Just be in it?
talk to people and
Okay.
maybe heads up to my rooms. I don't know what's going on here.
So yep, you feel someone poke at your tail stump.
No! Don't do that!
Sorry. It's the young girl. Her dog is behind her. I've never seen what are you? Like a lizard folk?
Come on!
I've never seen a cobalt in person before. And I don't you guys usually have tails?
That's a sore subject, quite literally.
Oh well, my dog doesn't have a tail, and the Rottweiler doesn't have a tail.
Yep, pets the dog.
It kind of growls for a second before going quiet again, leaning into your hand. No, he's nice.
That's cool.
Yes, he don't.
I'm Yip No Tail, and you are.
Well, my name's Mary. It's nice to meet you.
Oh.
Are you a kid, or are you? And how old are you? Because you're like my height. You're shorter than me, actually.
He communicates that he's been around for 18 years, but he probably uses like season markers. So
Fair.
he says however many seasons he's been around for.
Oh well, I'm 8 world cycles.
Oh, that's really long.
Mhm.
Yeah. How old's your dog?
I don't know. He was my daddy's dog. He was around before I was born.
Love?
Uh-huh.
Where's your papa?
Oh, daddy's gone. She's like smiling.
We have the same energy about the death of our loved ones.
No, he's not dead. He's just asleep.
He's what? I didn't hear
He's
that.
just sleeping. He'll wake up one day, I'm sure of it.
Yep. Awkwardly pats the child's head, is like, sure, yep. Just yep. He'll be back with the milk, yep.
Oh, no, he didn't leave. I left. He was asleep for so long, I had to go get myself some food, so I took Devil with me and we headed out.
Lucky Isaiah's not there to tell her the truth.
I was not prepared in the minuscule of this for this.
Wait, what hit you though?
You gotta tell her. You gotta tell her.
Yip is going to take a long drag on the heavier alcohol.
Yeah, it hits you hard. You're tipsy within like that. That gets you there.
He just pinches his muzzle.
Say a thing.
How long have you been away from home?
Almost a world cycle now?
How do I say this gently? You know what? Nah, I'll. Okay. Is there any other questions you have for me?
I mean, I was just curious as to what you were. I can leave you alone if you don't want me to talk to you. That's understandable. Not many people like talking to me. They think my dog is scary. But Devil's a
not-
sweetheart.
Your dog's very cute. The thing is that your dad is dead, and I don't know how to say that to you nicely. And oh shoot, I just said it.
He's dead?
No,
He's not dead. He was
Right.
moving.
Yeah. Keep believing that. Shit. Um. Yep. Might do that. That shouldn't be done.
What?
Yep offers the beer.
Oh, well, I'm not allowed to drink. The pretty lady says I'm not allowed to because I'm too young.
Oh,
Okay.
If a pretty lady says so, okay.
Yeah, Miss Lavinia. And she points up to Lavinia, who is walking toward you.
Hi.
Oh, well, hello.
Um,
Mary, would you go back to your table, please, darling? Mm-hmm. And Mary skips away with her dog in tow. And what is your name?
Yep. And yep, no tell.
I can see that.
Oh, you can. Yeah, I don't have a tail.
Well, that's all right. Have you gotten yourself all tipsy?
I guess.
Would you like another drink?
Yeah.
Connor, what are you up to? Who are you talking to?
Kano isn't talking to anyone.
You said you were going to talk to someone.
Oh, I guess. I don't know.
He's just walking by random people, mumbling as if he's talking to them.
No, I'm gonna head up to my room.
Okay. Lavinia kind of helps Yip into a seat and then gets there's like a row of bottles up on the top shelf with a black liquid inside of them. She grabs one and pulls a shot and pours a shot for him. Here you go. On the house, Yip.
Yeah, thank you. Yep takes a shot.
It's bitter. It's like cold coffee. It doesn't really have like a kick to it though. Like not cold brew, just cold coffee.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not like that?
no. And he grabs the sweet stuff and takes the nip.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You didn't know. Oh.
So, are you traveling with the other men I saw before?
With the who?
Me.
Are you new? Did you just
Yeah.
arrive?
Yeah. Just got here.
All right, darling. Well, I'll leave you to your drink then.
Okay.
Kano's gonna kind of like look at the stairs up. I didn't think about that part at all.
As you're looking at the stairs, a child appears next to you, kind of looking up at you. It's one of the two boys who was playing goldfish before. Are you gonna move? I need to get up to my room.
Oh yeah, go on ahead. Kano just kind of like steps to the side of it.
He goes up a couple steps before turning around and like grabbing the railing and like leaning forward. Are you drunk?
Am I drunk? Kid, I think you're drunk.
Do you need help getting up the stairs, mister?
No, I'm fine. I can walk up the stairs.
All right. I'm just saying, if you smash your face into the wooden stairs, I offer help.
Then I'll turn into a sober demon. And then
What? Are you a demon?
No, I'm not a demon.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm a troll.
Oh, I've met a troll before.
Not that type of troll. An ogre troll. I'm an ogre troll.
Yeah, I've met ogres. Hey, mister, I think you're drunk.
No, I'm not drunk. You're drunk. And I would go walk up the stairs to my room.
Make a dex save. The kid's gonna go upstairs.
Please! I've been waiting for this! With disadvantage,
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Okay.
She's a. I'm reading all the comments now. So with disadvantage, Kano, you take a couple steps, but see, your room is not on the second floor. Your room is on the third floor. So you manage to get up to the second floor, but you just kind of lay down as soon as you get up to the second floor. You don't even attempt to go to the other stairs. And you hear the boy running back down from the top story, and he kind of looks at you as he goes past. I can still help you.
No. I can get up on my own.
Then can you at least watch my pet?
What's your pet?
What?
Where's your pet?
Well, he's right here. And he looks into his bag and he pulls out a dead bird and he lays it on top of you. And just watch him, please. I'll be right back. And he goes downstairs.
Kano is literally kind of like holds the bird up and just stares at it.
It is a dead bird. Its neck has been broken.
It's a dead bird.
This kid is disturbing.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was going to be a chicken.
It's a dead finch.
This kid is disturbing. He keeps a dead bird on him. He needs his parents.
There are no parents here. No. Anyway, so
he needs a proper father figure.
So
That's
what
not
are you
me.
doing?
But I'm already here.
Getting drunk.
Okay. You're like, so at this point, if you're drinking the hard stuff, you are drunk, like drunk. And the tiefling sitting next to you kind of looks up at you and pushes his like half drinking whiskey glass away. What brings you into town?
A wagon. I actually just pushed out my Jolly Rancher. Dagnabbit.
Actual drunk Steven.
No. No.
You are a lightweight, aren't you?
Yeah, I weigh like. Yip Yap. Okay, no, Yip Yap would not know how much he weighs.
I weigh as much as a stone.
I weigh a good koboldy height, right? I think so.
Koboldy heights. Right.
Is that wrong?
Well, it's nice to meet you, I guess, Mr. Cobalt.
Actually, my name is No Tail. Yip Yap No Tail. Shaken, not stirred.
Are you shaken? You look shaken. My name is Edward. Nice to meet you.
Edward, nice to meet you. Full name.
Well, my name's Edward Henry. My friends call me Henry. I call myself Edward. I don't really care.
Why did your mother give you two first names?
Because my mother was a cruel woman who never wanted me to find love, so she gave me two first names. Now every woman I find runs away from me.
That's definitely
That's unfortunate. I never found love because I was related to everyone I knew.
That is a
weird.
sad existence, my friends. Love is wonderful, especially when they don't fight back.
What?
Whoa. Okay.
I'm just saying, and he like slaps you really hard on your back. Love is like a bird. And you gotta keep it in a cage so it don't go away.
Is this R. Kelly?
No.
I mean, I was
You
gonna
see-
say
you
Charles
see
Manson,
these
but
marks?
okay.
Here, and his face is like flushed, but you wouldn't be able to tell he's drunk either. Anyway, he like points at the bar counter. He's like, "Do you see these talon marks, son? I carved these marks in here myself. Every single one of them represents a woman who tried to run away from me."
I think someone needs to die.
Honestly, I can't see very straight right now.
Neither can I. That's why this last line's messy.
Can't see very gay either.
I hate them
Sure.
queers.
I choose not to make.
What?
You see, Dale. If you don't take it, I will.
Look,
Really?
Look. That's the joke that came to mind, but you didn't have to say it.
Anyway, so yeah, as Edward Henry or Henry Edward or whatever he thinks his name is like rambling to himself.
Edward Henry.
Lavinia, no, it's whatever he thinks his name. It's not his actual name.
Oh.
He's drunk, dude. He's drunk like you. Lavinia comes back over.
Remember his name with crystal clarity.
Lavinia comes back over and lightly pets Yip Yap. Said, "I think you should hang it up to your room, darling."
Yep. Takes a break from purge. Just like, okay.
"Do you need help getting up the stairs?"
No, I'm fine. Yep. Pushes himself off the chair and just face plants into the ground.
The amount of time you face planted is hilarious to me. "Darling, I don't mind helping you."
I'm fine.
Bogart, you're supposed to be watching him. Where are you?
I'm upstairs playing cards with the kid.
The pseudo dragon is
I'm
actually
still here trying to be a good dad.
the pseudo dragon is actually gonna like jump out from the hood and like offer the tail to Yip Yap, and Yip Yap's gonna hold on to it, and the pseudo dragon leads him away.
Well, that is an odd sight.
Does this
As you
kid
go
come back so I can give him his bird?
No, the child is not back yet. Yip Yip, as you go up the stairs, you trip over a laying down Kano.
Well, can I at least be sitting up?
Sure, yeah. You trip over his legs.
Sorry, I'm holding the dead bird for the kid.
Oh, that's weird.
It's for the child. He asked me to hold the dead bird for him.
I see.
I
Hey.
think he needs his parents. This is
Oh.
very worrying. The fact he's carrying a dead bird around.
Yeah, I talked
Hey.
to a kid who
This is
like,
this,
ran away.
this
Huh?
is this is parentless behavior.
Yeah, very fun. I met a child who had some very fatherless behavior going on. Their dad was like freaking dead. Anyways,
So someone needs to take these children in, and I don't think these two barkeeps give the best family model.
right. Hey, wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be funny if like someone took your money and gave you back some of it and gave away some of it in a bet and was planning to keep some of it until like you died or something to throw it on your grave or something?
No, that would suck. Are you saying someone did that?
I mean, I don't know. I just think that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have my money?
No, not at all. No.
That's
He
a too
offers you-
coherent
he offers you
question to
what's left of
ask.
He offers you what's left of his beer to drink.
No, yeah. I'm just done drinking. Do you have some of
No.
my money?
No, come on, a little more.
No, yep. Answer. I don't think you're answering honestly. Do you have
Jeremiah, you good?
some of my money.
Some kobold once told me the booze was. I should go. Here, have this. He leaves the beer in your lap and tries to crawl away.
Kana's gonna grab him by the scruff so he goes limp. Yep, yeah.
Oh,
Jesus.
You're lying. I know you're lying.
no, you don't. You didn't roll an inside check.
I feel you're lying to me. So I want you to tell me the truth before I put my horn somewhere where the sun don't shine.
All right, there are some implications that I don't want to unpack there.
Yep, yeah. It's tell the truth. Please, I won't be angry.
I have zero reason to believe you.
I promise I won't be angry.
I really have no reason.
I will swear on my clan.
You know, you have a lot of respect for the dead, and maybe I'm trying to emulate that, but I don't have your gold. Why would I have your gold? What's gold? It's just a color, right?
We both know you're talking through your teeth right now. You most certainly know what gold is.
I have teeth. I don't have dentures, so I can only talk through my teeth.
You're talking through your teeth right now.
Look, I can talk through my teeth. Yeah.
So as you guys are having this,
You are brain deficient.
you guys are having this stupid drunken conversation, the kid comes back up with the other boy he was playing Go Fish with, and he kind of crouches over you. Do you still have my pet, sir?
Here's your dead bird.
As he looks away, Yip Yap is going to cast Disguise Self to look like the child.
Which one?
With any one of them that he's.
Okay. You look like the one who hasn't talked yet.
Why are the three of
Whoa,
you?
that's cool! Eddie, look, it's you! And then the
Yep,
Eddie
yep.
is just silent.
Yeah, just stop. This is like a cartoon.
No,
Just
that's
coming.
cool. You're coming with me. And the kid grabs Yip Yap by the shoulder and starts pushing him down the hall. Come on, Eddie. We can play with him.
Wait. Okay, so one, does Kano know that that's Yip Yap? And two, what's the kid put? Where am I going?
The kid with the dead bird is shoving you down the hall as Eddie follows in silence.
Away from the stairs or up the?
To the third story stairs.
Okay. Is that where Balgoth's room is?
Maybe. You don't know. You didn't check the room numbers.
Once Yip Yap is out of sight from Kano, he's gonna drop his form back into a kobold.
Yo, that's so cool.
I'm just going back to my room.
Okay.
I am drunk.
Why are all of you drunk?
Because life sucks.
Eddie,
It's fire.
watch the stairs.
You're born and you're expected to be a child, and then you're expected to be an adult but still treated like a child, and then everybody gets murdered around you. And you're a child. I'm going through a lot. I should just go. I'm sorry.
No. We're gonna play. Eddie, watch the stairs. And
We're gonna play? What are we gonna
and the
play?
silent kid Eddie, he kind of stands by the stairs with his arms crossed as this other kid, who the dead bird is now back in his bag. He pulls out a switchblade.
What? Whoa. Yip Yap kind of throws the poncho over his shoulder, a la Clint Eastwood, to brandish the dagger hilts sheathed.
I've gutted snakes before, and I really want to see what your insides look like.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this near my door?
This
Please let this be near my door.
Yip Yap,
Yeah,
Okay.
you can hear this. You're on the third story.
Yip Yap kind of does that dance and just kind of wriggles his fingers. He's like, "You feeling lucky? Well, do you, punk?"
Balgroth, hearing all of this and just hearing just the craziness, he opens the door, and suddenly what the kids see is a 7'7" tall green man
what
towering over them.
what Balgaroth sees is because the kid was listening, he put his switchblade away when he heard footsteps going to the door, and he looks terrified now of Yip Yap, and he looks up to you. Sir, the lizard was trying to stab me. Make an inside check.
What? No.
I mean, that is very believable. That's a solid lie.
I mean,
He fronted on me, okay?
Yeah, you can't tell that the kid is lying. You think he's telling the truth.
that seems
Now,
I'm getting
that
out of
seems
here.
believable. That seems believable.
Now, Balgroth.
Just here. Come on. I'll take care of them.
Now, Balgroth, you know I'm impulsive, but you know I don't attack unless provoked.
I
The
mean,
kid's
that
already
might
gone.
be right. That I hold him and I just place him on my shoulder. Come on, man. You've caused enough trouble tonight.
He had a dagger.
And you have multiple daggers, my friend.
I
That's more
only
than enough.
I only have one more dagger than he does, but his dagger is cooler because it comes out of the hilt.
Come on. I don't care. Come on.
Imagine
Let's go.
that. If I had, it's the sheath, it's the hilt.
Yip. You need to sleep. You need to sleep. You are way too drunk for this, and I am
Sleep-
way too sober to deal with you this drunk.
Sleep is for the weak and goblins. Weak are better than goblins.
I tap him on the forehead.
Cool. So
I stumble to my room.
yeah, so it takes you a while. You watch. So your room is also on the third floor, but you watch as those two kids kind of run away back downstairs. You go up and you see. I guess Balgroth has taken Yip Yap into the room. You find your room. Isaiah, you are the only one on the second floor. But
Lovely.
you've been asleep.
I, of course, have barricaded my door and have my crow watching it.
Cool.
Kano, Yip Yap. All
Look,
So all of you fall asleep.
fall
Right.
asleep, and I'm gonna send you something. Send you something.
Okay. So yeah, you all fall asleep, and that's where we're gonna end the session for tonight. Huzzah!
With at least one level of intimidation towards children, I am now a good dad.
Okay, well, I hope everyone had a good time, and we will be back next week. Farewell.
farewell.